Yeah, we're on. Hey guys, welcome back. Irrevocable Chaos. It is Thursday. What's the date? 22nd? Something like that. What the fuck?
I don't
I
know.
don't
I'm
know.
lost.
Anyways, I hope you guys picked up the episodes yesterday. Oh my god, we did too, and they were funny as shit. What are you trying to find? Oh, I should have left it there for just a contingency plan when you pick.
No, right?
That's what I do with cigarettes when I drop in my car.
Oh,
Leave 'em.
when these bitches get stale though, Mark, they are the fucking most harsh shit on the planet. But if it's like my last one that I left somewhere,
Yeah.
I'm still gonna smoke that bitch.
Well, yeah, I do too. Dude, I'll even drive one out.
Yeah, real shit.
That's that shit.
I'm gonna smoke that motherfucker.
Oh
I don't give a
man.
fuck. I'm gonna be like, if my girl ain't around, she at work or something, and then I'll be like, "Well, I'm glad I found it. And then I'll get to, I'm like, fuck it, I'm finna smoke this motherfucker. Fuck it. You just gonna have to, it's just gonna have to go in a little bit. And so yeah, what were we just talking about just a minute ago? Oh, me and Jerry at the beach,
Oh,
at my daughter's graduation.
yeah. You guys were, yeah. When he went up and he
Yeah,
talked to like
yeah. So this motherfucker,
he's white and he talked to white people asking, and
yeah,
yeah,
yeah. So this motherfucker, he says, I knew he was about to say some crazy shit because that was Jerry. You
yeah,
know, he would say just anything that came to his fucking brain, and so he was like, the people came that had it, the pavilion reserved, like I was telling you, and they were like, "Hey guys, you know that we got the pavilion reserved," and I was apologetic because I didn't pay attention because I was drunk as fuck
yeah,
early in the morning. Well, we never drinking from the day before. Didn't go to sleep, didn't do nothing, just fucking was drinking.
yeah.
And we had so many bottles of booze and shit and a whole bunch of beer. And so we loaded up everything in the truck in the morning and went out to the park. Set up the grills, got the barbecue and shit.
It's funny how you
Yeah,
can hear
yeah,
everything else. Then.
yeah, it's clear. Yeah, you can hear my ass. Yeah, and so when they came, when that party came, like I said, I was apologetic,
Yeah,
and Jerry strutted his dumb ass over there, drunk as fuck, hiding a bitch. He's like, "Hey, guys, get money for? Can we share?" And they were like,
that's funny coming from a white guy that's with all black.
"Yeah, he was the only white guy with us. Everybody else black as hell out there." And this motherfucker, somebody texting the shit out you.
No, it's fucking just stupid notification. I turned them off and the goddamn Android won't fucking shut up.
Uh, uh,
Anyway, sorry.
nah. So he was like, then he said, man, when he said that, bro, I looked at him. I was like, you dirty motherfucker. He was like, you know how black people are. So then we get back over by the grills. I said, really, Jerry? He was like, what? I said, you know how black people are, Jerry? And he was like, well, we got to share it, didn't we? He said, I really want to say, how niggers
You know
are.
why? I did it though.
Bastard.
Because he's the only one that can get out of it because he's white.
Real shit. He said, this motherfucker.
All right, fuck this phone.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up and turn off. There you go. It's off.
About time. Shit, that motherfucker's going off.
Just keeps going off.
That's because you're on like those gay websites. And
You even want me to light you up right now?
go ahead.
So, guys, this is funny. He comes over to me, and I know what he's trying to say. But it's funny because he's always calling me a fag or whatever, gay. But this motherfucker comes back and he goes, "Did you put your load in?"
I laughed immediately. I was like,
No, dude, yeah, you did because you said it. And I told you, if a woman said it, that's fine. But you said that you
to clarify, I was asking Amanda, did she put her load of laundry in? But it didn't come out that way.
dude, it.
I said,
But
did you put your load in? And
a
then
man
Marcus
would
started
probably.
laughing. What the fuck?
Dude, you set yourself up
I
perfectly
did.
for that. Oh my
did.
god,
I'm still pissing myself.
Campbell! I just started laughing. You're like, "Oh fuck!"
Yeah.
It's
Yeah. Yeah. I couldn't believe I said that shit that way. And then
oh,
I
you
said,
it didn't. I didn't even think about it. It just rolled.
and then your dumb ass, you gonna
The
say,
funny thing is, you caught it too quickly.
I did, because you started laughing immediately and then I was like, yeah. I was like, I fucked up.
Oh my
And then he's
god!
like, yeah, you can't be perfect all the time, whatever the fuck you said.
Oh,
And then I was like, yeah, I put my foot in my mouth on that one. You was like, no, it wasn't your foot. The fuck? Oh man.
Jesus.
Yeah, I fucked up on that. What is that? Is that a book or a folder?
Listen, y'all, what I just found in my stuff.
What?
Your driver's
My
license?
scrapbook from prison. Look, well, all my bitches.
You showed that to me before. It's been in the car the whole time?
Look, yeah, it's damp. Get wet.
Oh. Was it in the trunk?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's bad.
Okay, baby. Gang banging.
Look at her.
Bang banging on the yard.
It's the only one smiling like she's a princess, dude.
I wonder if she got some pictures in there from when she first came home from the feds because she was real skinny then when she came home. She was unrecognizable. I didn't even know who the fuck she was.
Yeah, watch. There's some really good handwriting though. Wait, she graduated from prison?
Let me see. I think so. I think she did.
Yeah, she
She
got
got some type of degree or diploma in there. Yeah, I think she
certificate of
did.
graduation,
Mm-hmm.
Federal Medical Center. Oh, she got her bachelor's, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Good for her. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, I'm sorry about that girl, sexy.
Yes, she is. I believe that's one of her people, one of her family members. Dude, you would be surprised if you met some of her family members, bruh. Oh, some of them girls are so gorgeous. Told you about the Mexican women, boy. Them motherfuckers, some of them be bad as fuck.
I'm going to say this to her because it's funny.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this picture reminds me of my offensive line when I was a running back. When I graduated, we had a 1 ton line. If you did all the center, the tackles,
Yeah.
then yeah, the guards,
Yeah.
it was what their weight did literally equal up just over a ton.
Yeah. Yeah.
And my big ass tried to go through those holes.
Nope.
That's why they called me swivel hills. I fucking went around.
Oh my god.
That's fucking funny.
Jesus Christ.
Oh
So we were
man, that girl is sexy though.
yeah, dude, man, I'm telling you, bro, you gotta see some of the girls in the Man's family, man. Some of them are like drop dead gorgeous. And you'll be like, God, you know, you can definitely want to cheat on your girl here.
Thank you. Oh yeah, especially that one.
No, there's some that look way better than that.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, you'd be surprised, man. You would be surprised.
So I got to ask you about the episode last night, and I'm talking not our episode, but the one before with Charlie and Brown.
Hmm.
So how'd you feel about it, man, when you watched it? Because I was cracking up. There was a couple times I was like, "Uh-oh, I know what happens," but I was like, "Oh
Well,
shit,"
well,
especially Charlie.
I had to restrain myself because there's certain things and shit that you just don't say to certain people. Everything ain't for
Oh, you
everybody.
definitely fixed it quickly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
everything ain't
yeah,
for everybody,
yeah.
and so you have to kind of put your mind in that place to know that when you're talking to certain people,
Yeah.
you just can't like me and you sit here and talking and is easy dick in the jack off hour. We just let shit
DJ
fly.
Jeff and
You always saying DJ Jeff, bro. You
oh, I
know
said it last night.
yeah,
I was cracking up
yeah,
last
you
night
do.
when I watched it.
DJ Easy Dick in the jack off hour.
Are you easy?
No, I'm Easy Dick and you're the jack off hour. But
Oh, he's
yeah,
Carlton on the
yeah,
Fresh Prince.
yeah. See, no, I did not.
But that's like you saying that I'm fucking you're Frank Sinatra and I'm what's his name
Fucking, you said that too
yeah
last night too. What's the fuck?
yeah Sam no
No, not Sam.
Sammy Davis Jr.
Yeah, Sammy Davis
Yeah
too. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. That's some fucked up shit. But okay. And he was an ugly motherfucker, man.
How
Some
can you say I'm not Frank and you're Frank?
no shit. No, Sammy Davis was ugly.
Oh, he was yeah.
Sammy
Sammy Davis
Jr.
Jr. Yeah
Yeah, he was
yeah
ugly as
yeah.
fuck, bro.
yeah.
I don't even see how. The crazy part about him in those days, we would have called him a token.
What does that mean? I don't know.
That
What's
means
token?
that means that you just hang out with a group of white boys. You ain't got no black friends. So you're the white boy's token.
That's why I'm actually kind of pissed at Frank because he had so much pull in the mob and shit like that. He
Hmm.
was like a mediator type deal. They
Yeah.
came to him, and but Sammy wasn't allowed to stay in the same hotels as him.
Right.
But he had so much pull, he didn't even, you know.
It didn't matter who you were back in those days, man. They didn't. They no.
But even Frank, come
If
on,
it
man.
say no, no, dude. Evidently, they didn't give a fuck. Frank Sinatra or not. They didn't give a fuck. No blacks allowed.
See, that's weird because Frank could just go, hey,
And
hey,
even
go to one of his mob boss friends and say, kill him, and he would. They
yeah,
would, but he can't put a black man into the same hotel he's staying in,
no,
and he's part of the Rat Pack.
no.
You know,
Mm-mm.
that's fucked up.
It is fucked up.
That's
But
really fucked up.
yeah, and don't drink out that white only fountain. You better get your ass over there to the fountain. And don't go in that whites only bathroom. Them motherfucking white folks will kill you. Just using their bathroom or drinking out their water fountain.
Sure.
They kill you. They don't give a fuck who you was.
Me, I'm just pissed off after COVID. Some of the drinking fountains don't work.
Yeah, no,
Keep it shut off.
they do.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
because they shut them.
Especially Walmart.
I don't drink out of public water fountains though. Now, when I was young, I did like when we would be at the park or something like
Yeah,
that, playing basketball and shit like that. I would sit
you
there.
had to. You're sweating.
Hell yeah, like a motherfucker. Back then, there wasn't no such thing as bottled waters.
Shit, I remember when I played football and we did 2 days. They actually had a huge PVC pipe and they just drilled holes in it and just sprayed out.
Dude, what we used to do, and I think these motherfuckers in the hood still do this shit. I know for a fact. I've seen it in the recent years in Washington, where the Mexicans turned on the fire hydrant.
I've
Yeah,
seen that shit, dude.
yeah.
And they,
We used to turn them bitches on,
but
bro.
it's funny when they stand in front of the fucking shit and then
But
it hits them.
yeah, but you got to put that like that can on there, like a Pringles can or something with holes in both ends, and that bitch will turn into a damn fire hose.
Oh, see, no, no, I'm talking about like the huge automobile wrench where they fucking take off the
Yeah,
whole entire, and then because there's so
where it
much
comes
pressure
out
in
the
it.
top of it
There's
or the
no the
front.
side,
Yeah,
yeah, the
yeah.
front, and that motherfucker has so much pressure that'll blow your ass right down,
Hell yeah,
dude.
bro. The
Yeah,
fucking I remember, man, the police used to come shut them bitches off, bro. They would shut the motherfuckers off. Soon as they hit that corner, we them bitches right back on. Trey is hot in a bitch out here too. Niggas we ain't had no money to go to back then it was Upjohn.
yeah. Right down here, yeah,
Yeah, and it
in
went
Washington,
yeah,
yeah,
it
yeah.
wasn't no, it's not Washington, it's in Bank.
No, I thought there was a what's a swimming pool and shit like that. The rec center right there,
Yeah,
not the
that's
rec
all
center inside, but it was outside
yeah, that's
the
Bank.
pool. Oh, is it really
Yeah, that's
there?
Bank Street. It's right off of
Oh.
what is it? What is that?
No, but no, because my
It's
mom
right
used
off
to
the
live down
lake.
here.
It's right off the
Yeah,
Lake Street by the
my
railroad
mom
tracks.
used to go there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember I was telling you that they just built a new skate park and
Yeah,
all that
that's
shit
just
in there. New basketball
there's
court,
not
all that.
many fucking people that skate.
Dude, you'd be surprised. You pass that bitch in the summertime, and it'd be so many motherfuckers out there
Really?
skating. And not just white boys, it'd be Mexicans, white boys, niggas. They'd be out there skating like a motherfucker.
Really?
Yeah. I didn't know so many
Hmm.
people like it.
Oh, it's
Okay.
getting diverse.
Yeah.
That's the laugh when I watch hockey and I see a black guy on the ice. I'm like, oh shit.
Dude, do you remember the first black dude? I forgot what team he played for. Hold on just a second.
Probably Nashville, Pecorini,
And he, yeah, but they used
Pekka.
to fuck him up.
Oh yeah.
What's up, Sweet? Hey, Jen, how are you, sweetheart?
Yeah, guys, you guys got to go see these episodes yesterday. They are
Yes,
getting
ma'am.
better and better and better, man. And thank
Oh,
you to all the women that
okay.
have been actually
Bye bye.
not subscribing but watching it. I did stats last night and well, analytics and sent it to Nate, and I was actually surprised on how much we jumped.
Yeah, we did.
Hmm. So that means either we're getting soft or something's going on. Oh shit. But guys, happy Thursday, man. We're gonna do another show. Hey, are you gonna be part of that show tomorrow? The early one or no?
What's that running?
The one with Charlie and Brock?
Probably not.
Probably not. Okay.
Yeah.
We're gonna do one at night, right?
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, we'll be on it's 2 to probably about 3:30, and then I'll jump downtown, and then we got Jimmy's gonna be on tomorrow night as well, which he is a crazy young kid. Yeah, but I'll tell you what, he was born in a different world. I'll tell you. But I'll let you guys see that tomorrow. But man, we've been having so much fun. It's I mean it's tiring, don't get me wrong, and I'm definitely not an engineer, but we're starting to get it all dialed in, and you guys probably notice it with, how the clarity is getting a lot better and the sound and everything. But man, we all love you, and dude, this shit is so much fun. You either have it or you don't, but the problem is now, people come out of the woodwork, all you guys on YouTube and stuff like that, you got your own opinions or you just follow people, but man, I still respect that shit, but you guys need to, think for yourselves once in a while. You know, I mean, gosh darn. I mean, we got AI coming in, all that kind of shit, and man, sooner or later, you're not going to be thinking anything. You're just going to be told what to do, and you're going to rely on that shit. Which, man, you guys you have your own opinions from deep down, not just somebody else's opinion, and run with it because it's the fad or because it's getting so many hits or whatever, man. You guys just think for yourselves, please, and because that's individuality. You know, people love that shit, and you know what? You feel better when you do that. But anyways, I'm not going to get too much more deep on that. I just really appreciate y'all that are watching. We've really skyrocketed, and man, we're having so much fun, and it's because of you guys. I know that we do long shows and stuff like that, and I know I'm rambling, waiting for Nate to get back. But you know, I don't even know where I was going with that shit. I just lost my train of thought. Brain fart. I just said brain fart. Fuck. God damn it. Anyways, guys, Nate's gonna come back in a minute. Oh shoot. Um, what is it? Oh, by the way, gang, please, can you please go the fucking speed limit? At least that 20 miles underneath it. Come on, if you're 55, don't go 35. It's crazy. It doesn't matter if you're old or young. You guys still do it. And by the way, guys, don't be in a 3-lane fucking highway in a student driver car going not even the speed limit and then try to go into the left lane and shoot over 2 lanes. This is fucking ridiculous. I'm just gonna hit you because I fucking hate you. Yeah. God. No, seriously, it's getting stupid, man.
This can be annoying.
Hey, by the way, you homeless people, if you're watching, because I know you got free Wi-Fi and shit. I'll tell you what. I drove by Star Amusement that's closed, and I was telling Nate earlier. I don't know where you guys got the fucking oven and all that shit. I love how you tapped into the railroad electricity, though. But man, you guys were killing it yesterday.
Out there cooking like a motherfucker.
Like a mother. Oh my goodness.
Bro, I seen them. I had just noticed them for the first time. I told you last week, and I was like, "Hey, you see this shit?" She was like, "Yeah, they out here." Like, no shit, they out here.
But
The fuck?
the funny thing is when you say that, it's shocking to you, but not her.
Yeah, no,
She-
she like she see it all the time. I'm like,
Yeah.
damn, these them motherfuckers, they moved them homeless encampments around. Remember when
That
they was
yes,
down by the
yeah,
river and shit, and
yeah.
then well, no, first they started at Bronson Park. Did they move to Bronson Park?
No, that they started
Martin Luther King
I
Park?
remember, but remember going out of town past the before you get to the cemetery where the Muffler Man is and
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, yeah,
Right before that, where the river is, okay, where
yeah.
the park before you cross over, just past that electrical company that went out of business or
Riverview.
whatever. Yes, right there. And remember, they moved everybody out of there, and now
Yeah,
that's clean. Remember, they closed it all off. They
yeah,
called it Tent City or some shit,
yeah,
and then they
yeah,
dispersed. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
And then what they went to Bronson Park, right? That's when they started making
Which one's Bronson Park though?
right here, the one by the
Oh, that's where they have like Candy Cane Lane and all that
yeah,
shit.
yeah, yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
right there.
I don't
And
remember them being. Maybe that
yeah,
was before I came back
yeah,
home, though.
dude, they had the shit was on the news. They had like 50 fucking police down there moving all their ass out of there, making
Yeah,
their ass
that's right
get up out of
there.
there. Yeah,
That's like in the center, the heart.
yeah,
That's where they drop the ball and shit,
yes,
meters, and
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
That's so
Motherfucker.
funny because there's churches all around that park. If you
Dude,
look at
one
it,
two things that Kalamazoo has
you
enough of.
just fucking completely spit it.
I know. Two things because I get when you said that's where all the churches and shit are.
Yeah,
Two things Kalamazoo has a lot of churches and banks.
that's true. Yeah,
Churches and banks. We got a lot of
yeah.
fucking churches and banks.
Oh yeah.
And I was noticing that shit a while back. I'm like, damn, where you go to a fucking bank in a church?
Yeah, or a wealth management company.
Yeah. Credit unions, banks,
Hmm.
churches, we those institutes we have a lot of in Kalamazoo.
Oh, we have an abundance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I just they're all if you think about it. Excuse me, Charlie, you might and Brock. Uh, uh, because all of those are financial institutes.
Oh yes. Yeah, and if you look at it, all the churches right there on the park are
Hmm.
actually Catholic.
Yeah, they are. Yep,
And the school,
yep,
Catholic school, and
yep,
yes.
yep.
Yeah, so you have the wealth management banks, and then you have the largest bank in the world right there, which is the Catholic religion.
Yeah, that part. That part.
Oh, it's not a coincidence, guys, but I love the irony.
You're gonna get you're gonna piss. Yeah, 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 yeah.
That's why I always have the check.
No, tomorrow morning I guarantee you Charlie will be on your
Oh, well, they're Christians.
Don't matter. It does not matter.
First, because I couldn't put anybody.
Now, speaking of which,
Mhm.
okay, I don't like to, I'm not religious or anything. I don't like to,
I wouldn't say, nor am I.
right? I don't like to talk about religion, but I was watching a documentary on the Knights Templar. Yes. And they went across the world waging war on people. Now, you know who they are, right? They
Yeah.
were knights
Yeah.
of the church. They were,
Yeah,
yeah,
that they were actually pretty much like the Secret Service as his president.
yeah,
That's what it is.
yeah.
Yeah,
And so
yeah.
they went across the world just waging war, especially on the Muslims
Well, that's
and
where
the
the next
Turkish
Columbus,
people.
that building that was right
Yeah,
there. Yeah,
yeah,
it's
yeah,
the Templars. Yeah,
yeah. You had to
yeah,
be a member.
yeah.
Oh no, no, was it Masons?
It's the Masons, but they called the Templars were actually the Knights.
Right.
Yeah, but then they went they so that's a weird thing. So because and actually the Templars, most of them, pretty much all of them got killed. Remember,
The King of
and
England.
yes,
He had them all killed
that
because they
that's
were
what.
getting too powerful.
Because well no remember that so the Templars, right,
Hmm.
but he remember that I think it was King Edward or King George was the one that actually changed the religion of the UK of the England
Hmm.
for a minute because he needed money,
Yeah,
just
yeah,
like the Medicis did.
yeah. And but see,
Yeah.
the Knights Templars, they would go around from country to country,
Mhm.
from region to region, and they would pillage and they would take whatever that was of value. And it's so crazy. They were saying that they were known to have found the Ark of the Covenant,
Yes,
and
that was that show on Discovery with
yeah, nobody's
Oak Island, Oak
no,
Island.
yeah,
Yeah, yes.
nobody's found it yet though.
Oak Island, they did.
They,
They found, but they didn't find the chalice or whatever that was, that actual chalice and something else.
that's
But
the cup
they
of
found,
Christ.
yes, they found gold and they found,
Yeah,
yeah, all that stuff. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
And so
But they were very good
they
engineers.
would hoard they were.
Yes,
Dude, the shit that the Knights Templars did,
booby trapping, the whole
all
deal.
that,
Yeah,
man,
yeah.
they were smart as fuck doing a lot of shit.
But that was Benjamin Franklin. That was George Washington. That was all those guys that actually were in that
They were
founded our
Masons.
that found yes that
Yeah,
found, yeah. We
yeah,
still have them all around.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I have a family member that's a Mason. He has the ring and everything
Oh yeah.
with the symbol on it.
Yeah.
It's what is it called? It's that
Well, there's all so you have the top is the grandmaster, okay, but there's certain levels that you have. I think there's like 15, I could be wrong, but I think there's like 15 levels. You start low and then you keep going and going
yeah,
and going. But like Benjamin Franklin, everybody that literally signed the Declaration
right,
was a Freemason.
right,
Yes,
right.
yeah.
And um, so these motherfuckers they would hoard all the precious things that they would find.
Well,
Money, gold.
you do know why the Freemasons were actually founded because of the Templars that were actually on the run.
Hmm.
They actually were because they went against England.
Yeah.
That's why the United States, when they came
Well,
over,
they didn't want to
that's why
give.
it started
They
because they
didn't
didn't
want to
like
give the. They didn't want to give the. It's not that they didn't like England because most of them came from
England
England,
can't, but yeah, but
but
casted them out.
yeah,
Yeah,
because the new king
yes,
and
yes,
the king, he knew
and he
that.
was a crazy king.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but he knew that they had
it was
all
King
the
Richard. That's
wealth.
what it was. Richard that he
I
did it.
think so. I
Yeah,
can't remember
Richard.
which one
Yeah,
it
yeah.
was, but he knew that the Knights Templar had all the fucking money, and
Well, they
he
had all the gold
he
and
spent
everything. They
so
knew
much
where everything
money.
was.
Yeah, well, that was money back
Yeah,
then.
yeah,
That was money.
yeah.
Um,
That was currency. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So he spent so much money. He would have like he would literally back in those days. He would have dinners and like gatherings and parties in the castle, and he would spend up to nowadays that's the equivalent to I can't remember if it was 30,000 or $300,000, the equivalent today
Mhm.
on food, just
Oh
food.
God. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And so he spent so much money. Finally, he realized that the kingdom was going to go bankrupt. What they didn't call it
Well,
bankrupt then.
there's only so much you could take from the poor.
So yeah,
Tries.
yeah.
I mean,
So he wanted to. That's what happened is because the Knights
yeah,
Templar they had so much shit so hidden across the world.
yeah,
Money, what was all gold back then.
yeah.
Gold coins,
That's
gold.
the only reason
Yeah,
that kingdoms actually waged war because they ran out of fucking money.
yeah.
So they needed money from, and they just came in and
Went
pillaged
and
everything.
take your shit.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And so that's what had to
And
be
your
done.
women.
And I was like, damn. these motherfuckers, but the Knights Templar, they were vicious though. So
Yeah.
the fucking you get for the fucking you gave.
And the funny thing is, that's why Opus Dei was created to go against the Templars. And they're rich as shit. I actually had the opportunity when Eve and I went to New York. She had to go to the embassy, the Russian embassy, to get her passport.
Mm,
And we were there for 3 days. And I stopped by the Opus Dei in New
hmm
York. And when you walk in, you get the eeriest sense, dude. You just like, ugh,
hmm
what the fuck? I mean, it's beautiful, but you're like, what's wrong here?
Yeah, I'm
You know?
telling you.
Yeah.
Like that's the same type of shit your sister said to you on the phone.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, guys. So, but my sister Alicia, she's very spiritual and somehow, some way, can talk to animals and or to people and tell them what's wrong with them. But I don't know how to do it. But it was funny. She was cleaning downstairs and she goes, "You must have had a lot of people here yesterday that had demons because I can feel it." And that's when I started laughing. I came in and she said something about the 432 hertz
Yeah.
that demons don't like because it's such a low frequency.
Yeah.
And she put it on.
Oh shit.
Oh my God, I don't know how to explain it to you guys, but
Now this
yeah,
is Alicia, right?
this is
This is the
Alicia.
one that used to live around the corner from
Yeah,
you?
right here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yep. She's the one that was into hot yoga and Bikram and all that shit. Oh yeah, she's always been spiritual and all that shit. But yeah,
Most people that are like that, I forget what they call them, like are into not necessarily like into the church, but they're spiritual. They connect
she
with
she
their
she
inner
she doesn't believe in the
selves.
church.
Yeah, see,
That's the thing.
people like
It's almost
that.
like it would be witchcraft
Well,
back in the day.
yeah, it would have been
That's
considered
exactly,
that,
yeah.
but she believes like probably in the
Spiritual,
inner spiritual stuff,
yeah, and
in the
frequencies, and yeah,
like in the
energy.
inner spirits.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
My dumbass went to the green store and then they said, we don't have that gallon. Oh shit, wrong store.
So you had to go down to JB.
But yeah, no, but that was funny that you got to witness that, and it's crazy, man. You
Did you get
know,
your cigarettes?
Yeah.
Yeah, so like when you told me that, and you're actually, if you look at your sister, you can tell she's that type of person.
but she's so happy and just like,
That's what I mean.
yeah,
Like a
she's
flower
calm.
child.
She's calm and
Yeah,
just like
yeah.
not. And she looks at everything, and she takes whatever you say in, and then looks at it in a logical way.
Well, you got to remember, I've only talked to her maybe
That's
twice.
what she said too.
Yeah, just a
Yeah,
couple
yep,
of
yeah.
times. And so I didn't really know her like that. I didn't know what she was into or none of that because I've only seen her twice. And once was here
Well,
when John and Ashley lived here, and then the second time I seen her walking into her apartment building with her
right there,
boyfriend.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. And that's the funny thing because even though she's my sister, I didn't even know she was into that shit.
Yeah, but you know, the older you get, the more you start expressing yourself. Not saying that she's old by far. Don't take it wrong, Lisa. But the older a person gets, you start expressing yourself a little bit more.
Well, she's 40 now.
Yeah, she don't look it at
Oh,
all.
dude, she still looks like she's 20.
Dude, your mom don't look like she's her age.
No, the only one that looks old is my older half sister.
I told you, Jesus Christ, you stay on her ass, bro.
Yeah, yes. Gotta go get the fights. Oh God.
That's messed up, bro.
Oh, she won't even say shit.
Why could be opening this motherfucker? This fucking chocolate shit is up. Fuck this motherfucker. Maybe that's a sign I shouldn't be drinking.
Oh, I check on the color.
Okay, yeah.
I was talking shit about my pictures like that.
Nuh-uh. Oh, Mark did. Mark said some bullshit. It was funny too. Nothing. I ain't gonna tell you.
So bad.
Huh?
So bad.
No, funny.
What about it from the bar though?
Of course, Beanie Baby. No shit, I've been using that motherfucker drinking the fuck out them pops. I'll be fucking them Dr. Peppers and them zero cokes up.
Well, I'm glad I fucking.
I'm
I got
not,
the
I'm
two
not,
liter Dr. Pepper, so it didn't explode in your freaking pizza.
I know, right? Kim already did that shit. Yeah, I'm glad you caught that.
Oh, I'm glad I did too because literally it was about to explode.
And that bitch would have made a huge fucking mess.
Even when you pour the what is it the suds on top when you pour it from the carbonation, it's like a beer. They call it the head. Don't fucking light me up, but they call it the head beer. But no,
There's no way.
when you know that
Those are the right
frozen,
ones, right?
when you no wrong one, but it's fine. But no, that's when you know it's about to
Oh yeah, they are.
when the actual foam fucking freezes.
Yeah.
That's when you know the shit's about to explode.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man.
I mean, I love a cold drink.
Yeah.
Wrong, but
Dude, you go through a lot of fucking ice. What fucking size cup is that? 2 ounces?
well, I think yeah, hold the pint.
See? That's all you need to know. That's all you need to fucking know.
That's all you need to know.
Yeah.
It's like when I really drank heavily, I would actually say, "All right, it's going to take me a fifth to get through this gym."
Damn.
And by God, I was finished right when I took the last sip.
Hey, so Marcus stayed the night a few times because we ran late and we're fucked up. And
Well, no,
So-
it's not that we ran late. We start watching ourselves and just start laughing. at us.
yeah.
But the funny thing is, I laugh at myself during the show.
Yeah, you do.
Then I just look and I'm
Yeah,
like,
you
I
do.
cringe sometimes. I'm like, oh,
This
did I really
motherfucker.
just say that?
So I'm laying right here asleep and shit. And Marcus asleep over there. And I'm glad nobody came in because motherfuckers would have said some gay shit to us. So my people, that's when I wake up. This motherfucker got his shit all in my goddamn face. Bro.
I will say the last time though that I slept that slept over here, which I think it was like last week. You slept here,
Yeah.
which you looked very comfortable.
Yeah.
And then I had my feet up here on the top, like
Yeah.
I was sprawled out like a fucking just a rag doll.
See, bro, I
And
can't.
I was hurting so bad.
Yeah,
And then
'cause
I
you
had,
were-
oh,
you
that
were-
was
your
that last time
ankle
I
was
had to go
fucked up.
fucking do that meeting and put out the fire, remember? And I was like, I'm so sorry.
yeah. That was with,
That's relatable.
wasn't that? Damn, I keep putting my fucking. Oh, where my wife when that man must got it?
I think she'd cook. Yeah, I think she
Yeah,
took
she's
my, I
good
think she
at
took
that.
my ramen.
Yeah, she's good. She's
We got
good
it
at
from
that.
you.
Well, I got another lighter in the room. Let me grab it. And that because that's your lighter.
But yeah, man, dude, it's and then I forgot that you had recliners on this one.
Yeah, she's not quiet.
Exactly. Oh God.
I think Jimmy's gonna make this tonight.
Is he?
I think so. Her tacos are good.
I gotta get some sleep tonight, man.
Okay.
I've been running and fucking editing, doing all kinds. Dude, it gets
You
exhausting.
know when your body's telling you something, bro.
That's what I told her. I was like, man, like,
Is there a
literally-
TV in your bedroom downstairs?
no, actually, I took it out, and that was because of Eve. Actually took it out because she said she instilled in me the fact because she didn't have a TV,
Mhm.
and she instilled in the fact we used to watch movies on the laptop and shit like that, which
Yeah.
is cool. But she instilled in the fact to me that in your bedroom, that's a sanctuary, and because it's not like a demon or it's just a stupid shit like she does. It's you have to have that downtime to relax and then get acclimated to the room so you can sleep well.
You know, I'm actually, and I understand that different strokes for different folks, but I actually like to lay down in my bed and watch TV, and I'll watch it until I go to sleep. My girl, she hates that shit. She'll turn that bitch off.
See, now, do you go to sleep with the TV on, right?
Yeah,
See, me, okay, so what I do, because you saw the downstairs.
yeah.
So I have literally like 7 different screens from 70 to fucking 20,
Yeah. Yeah.
And so I have all, and literally, it's funny because when my sister finds out, she's like, how do you even pay attention to shit? It's so overwhelming. And I'm like, well, I got my headphones on, but when I take it off, I just hit a button and then I can hear whatever.
Right,
But
right.
most of it's visual,
Yeah.
and I have captions, but it's not because it's multitasking. You just but it's for work. And this is the first time I've ever just had so much, but it is a lot.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I remember the first time Charlie came down, he's like, I'm overwhelmed. And I'm like, don't get overwhelmed. Just pay attention to one. One's on the stock market. The other one's on podcast. One's on my podcast. The other,
Right.
it's like shit like that,
Well, you multitask,
Yeah,
motherfucker.
but I'm
You
editing
don't-
too,
You're like
you know.
this.
But if you look how I have it set up, I just sit right at the poker table, right there, and
Yeah.
I see everything. So it's like everything's on your 180 per.
I like that table.
I like that table.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
looked and it's like when I was sitting at the table yesterday, I was like, coffee feeling.
You used to get drunk and play cards. It's even more
Yeah,
comfy. And you're bitching at the TV.
yeah. But that's cool though.
Yeah.
When's the last time you played any trick poker or anything? I mean, you
Uh,
played, but that wasn't shit because you tore my ass up. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing.
it was,
Was too.
it was, listen, it's my game. We're going to play my rules.
Was too. I didn't know. I was just looking shit up as I went.
Okay, honestly, I don't remember the last time I played poker with anybody. I mean, real poker. Probably
Yeah.
at the casino, and that's probably Oklahoma City. I stopped in. I was doing a job in Oklahoma, Oklahoma City, which was an hour away from Dallas, or my house in Dallas, and or Louisville, I should say, right there by the airport. Um, but that's the largest casino in the world.
You said that. I
Yeah,
remember
it's
you telling
it's
me that.
it's actually built on the whole entire fascia of the whole building. It's actually the seven wonders of the world. Each it literally surrounds the whole perimeter of the building.
Yeah.
That's the outside of it.
So
That's
is
the
that
exterior.
on native land too?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
And I went in there, and actually, to tell you, I didn't know what door to go into.
Yeah.
But when you go into, so you have this wonders of the world, right?
Yeah.
But when you walk in, the whole theme is when you walk in the front door. So you're just like, it's like being at the Luxor in Vegas, and
You
like
know, I've never been to
it's just,
Vegas.
oh, dude, when you go, if
My
you go to
son loves
Vegas,
Vegas.
you're in. Seriously, when you go to Vegas, take it from me. You want to only be there for 48 hours. Stay up for 48 hours. If you're there longer than that, you're not going to leave Vegas.
Okay.
And if you do, you're going to be fucking broke.
No shit.
Leave in 48 hours and have fun.
My son went there for a couple of days. I can't remember how many days he was there. I know he was there for about probably maybe a week, if that. But that motherfucker, he hit for 50,000.
Did you really?
Yeah,
He probably left it on before that. No,
fuck no.
they probably tried to comp him and
They
tried.
did.
Yeah, and
They did copy.
Yep,
Yeah,
yep.
yeah. I don't think he hit. I can't remember if he hit for the 50,000 in one night or. I don't think so. I think it accumulated for him the days that he was there. But yeah, he came. He won 50,000, bro.
Yeah, yeah. When I was in Detroit and I owned the Manhattan Club off of Grand River Avenue over in Novi by the Library Pub,
Excuse me.
they used to comp Bobby, and they used to fly out a jet and take us. And Bobby, he would take no money. He would. And I was like, Bobby, aren't you going to gamble? He's like, well, I'm going to gamble, but it's already there. I got to cut it. Like, what? He's like, why the fuck do you think I get a plane?
Good shit.
But they
So
literally,
he's frequent.
but they would be pissed. Sometimes, like he would only gamble a little bit, and they literally say, if you don't gamble this certain amount, and we don't care if you win or lose, okay, but we're going to take the suite away from you.
Right. Oh,
And trust me, you're flying commercial home.
they tried to Bogart his ass.
Oh, dude. Oh, dude. Bogart.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. And dude,
They wanted that.
they're bad.
Yeah.
And they're relentless.
Yeah.
I mean, they'll have a nice little butler come up to you, and like he's like an enforcer butler. He'll take care of your every need, but then he'll say, "Fucking get the fuck out of here." And
Yeah.
you're like, "Oh shit! I thought you were just like a nice little
That's
man."
that's the pit boss.
uh, kind of like that. Yeah, kind of like that. Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Um.
It was like being Kubrick.
Right.
So that's
Yeah.
exactly what it was.
One time we went to the casino, right? Firekeepers, and
See, I've never been there.
yeah, I hate firekeepers, man, because they will rape fuck you.
Do they?
Yeah.
See, I think
And
fucking
Gun
Gun
Lake-
Lake fucking rapes you.
no, dude, remember I was telling you about the coolest shit? That was at Firekeepers. And
Oh yeah, that's right. When you're playing, yeah,
Yeah.
and the guy started talking to you.
yeah,
That same thing happened to me at Gun Lake.
yeah,
Remember I
hate
told
that
you that.
shit, man. Dude, get
Yeah.
the fuck away from me, dude, because I know what you're doing.
And mine was a woman,
yeah,
and I was pissed.
yeah. Just talking to you for no fucking reason. Just talk.
And you can't pay
Trying
attention.
to throw you off your game.
Yeah, you can't pay attention.
So we went to Firekeepers. Me, my little brother, and my buddies. We went to Firekeepers. My brother didn't have his ID on. My younger brother didn't have his ID on. He had left it. He either left it here or left it at. No, I think he left it at the house here because he had just came down from Chicago to visit me for about a week or so. And I told his dumbass, bring your ID with you, and it must have slipped his mind because he smokes a lot of weed. And yeah, and, so bro.
It's fine, brother. You just smoke a lot of weed.
Yeah,
You're an idiot, but you smoke a lot of weed.
that motherfucker smoke a lot of weed. And so they wouldn't let him in that day because he didn't have his ID.
Mhm.
And so I tried to sneak his ass in and got caught by the tribal police. And I was like, man, so I got to getting a little spicy with his
Mhm.
ass, right? And the other one walks up and he says, you know, if we take you to jail right now, you're going to fucking federal jail. You're going to Grand Rapids. And I said, what? He was like, yeah, this is federal property. You're not going to the regular county jail. You're going to the fucking
This
federal.
was at Firekeep?
Yeah. He was like, you're going to the federal county. I said, well, little bro, here go the keys.
That's bullshit.
I said, here you go. Here go the keys. Go wait in the car. You out of there.
Because on my 18th birthday, it was, and guys, I'm going to call you out right now because it was funny. I got, it was Matt Barney, his brother Joe Barney. Han was there, Sweet was there, and another guy, and we rented a limo. They took me up there for
Mhm.
like, and Matt gave me this fucking book of like 10. It was a book of acid, Mad Hatter acid, right? 10,000 hits.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck am I supposed to do with this shit, dude? I was like,
Were they in little squares?
yes, it was like
Okay.
each sheet, but when
Yeah.
you flipped it, it was like a running. Mad Hatter was running type deal, so it was like a
Yeah.
flip book type deal, like a kid's flip book. So it
I've
actually,
only seen acid one time in my life.
oh yeah, yeah, they were actually the paper hits,
Yeah.
and they were yeah, it was perforated.
Yep.
Yes,
Yep.
and but anyways, we got up there, and I remember so the limo dropped us off in front. Then because it was you only need to be 18, and
Now you gotta be
but I
22
had a
now.
fake ID anyway, so it didn't really
Yeah.
matter.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it was funny because the limo parked in the parking ramp. And then we walked out because everybody lost their money, and we weren't staying. We were there probably about 5 hours. And I remember Sweet was taking a piss next to the limousine, and I will always remember this because it was my birthday one, and I took a hit of acid. Well, we all did. But Matt Sweet was actually peeing right next to the limousine. They had him on camera, and the tribal police came out, and I was starting to get really fucked up. And I started laughing. I was like, "You're taken to the tribal jail." I couldn't keep a straight face. They didn't know. And he started laughing, and then he peed on himself.
Dumbass.
And he was idiot, he was Native American. And oh my God, the guy, he was like, "Yeah, you're right. I will take you downstairs to the tribal jail."
Yeah.
And then you go to a
Yeah. Yeah.
and oh, the guy was laughing at us so hard. He was like, "Dude, I know you're not driving. Get the fuck out of here." He tried to open up the door and it's just covered in fucking.
I would have let his ass get in.
You then or he's going to tribal jail.
I don't know if I was driving, I'd been like, dude, I get in my shit.
Oh man.
They'll call a cab.
I remember we ended up driving up to Ferris State out of all places. We went to Ferris
The
State.
college.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just pour it out.
Ferris State.
Ferris State.
Yeah.
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 I knew somebody that went there
I did actually went to.
a long time ago. Yeah.
Hmm.
I Beans. Beans be folding the shit out them clothes. I told you,
I know
man.
she's on.
Yeah.
It's here.
She be folding the shit out them clothes. I tell you, when I do my laundry, I
Oh,
be
you
like,
even do that. It's so funny when I do my towels. I do that shit before I put them on the towel holders.
mm-hmm.
It's pristine. You walked into my bathroom downstairs.
Yeah,
You saw them all perfectly. Yeah.
that's true. You let me in from there.
But no, yeah, and look how tight they are. It's like she's gonna put them in
That
one of those
motherfucker.
plastic bags and take out the air.
It's only been it's a week's worth. But at home, I have a whole shelf full.
She's asinine when it comes to taking showers and keeping her clothes clean.
That's me too.
This motherfucker will
I
change
will
her
only shower. I
clothes
will only
like three
do.
times a day in the summer, maybe 4. Hey,
Which what?
Jen.
Which what?
How are you, sweetheart?
Who are you?
Oh, let me say hello. Let me say hello to Jen. Hey, sweetie.
Yep. How you doing, sweetie?
My name, baby.
Yes, ma'am, you do. How are you?
Amanda. Yes, ma'am.
Hey.
Yes, ma'am. Mark.
Yep.
No.
You guys are on, by the way. You guys are live. No, say it right there. Right there to the left of you. You're right in front of it right now. Oh shit.
Yes, sir. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Sweet. I fucking appreciate that. Thank you, baby. I'm sorry.
No, I'm the same way. Amanda, I literally I will take one towel and I'll dry myself off, and then that towel goes straight to the fucking washer.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm the total opposite, bro. I will use a towel for like a week.
When I showered, I fucking air dried.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. Because I'm like, look, you ain't take no fucking towel. He's like, no, I
I
don't.
wasn't about to walk down those slippery fucking steps that aren't
Yeah.
up to code and then
Yeah.
fall naked.
Why you take it before you go up there?
I didn't know where they were.
Well, they were down here because I don't go upstairs at all.
The thing I brought an extra set of clothes
I
because
don't-
I actually dried off with by dirty,
Damn.
which really,
Well, so what?
that's a contradiction. Right?
It is.
Like, it's stupid.
But fuck, at least you
Yeah.
got dry.
And then I almost fell in the tub.
I thought you said
But you do have a nice head on that shower.
the faucet.
Yeah,
the shower head?
yes, I
Yeah,
do.
yeah,
Yeah.
And
If you can stay upright.
I know, right? Because I need one of those mats for in there, but I don't use that bathroom.
Yeah,
I don't go up there at all.
Yeah. You need those track strips.
Yeah, that's what you need. But
It's like $4.
I can give a fuck less. I'll go up there. I ain't got no
Oh,
reason to.
yeah.
You know, when my kids lived here, I would go up there, but it's just me.
When my mom got her shower redone, she had to go in. It's just like that in the other full bathroom upstairs,
Mhm.
and it was funny. She came to me one day and she goes, "I hate this," and I said, "What?" She goes, I slipped and thank God I caught myself." I said, "Why do you think that the curtain rod that it's literally half an oval that comes around is
Yes.
curved? It has curvature."
Yeah.
I said, "Why do you
I
think
like
it's so
those.
loose?" She goes, "Why?" I said, "When I got my hip replacement, I would grab that just to get out of the damn thing."
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
because I fell one day,
Yeah.
and dude, I was so bruised. Holy!
After you had the replacement?
After I had the replace,
Yeah.
I lost my balance because I got nauseous,
Yeah.
and that was before I was able to. I was supposed to go upstairs and go downstairs,
Yeah.
and that's when I broke my.
Dude, I
But
fell one day
oh,
at Jerry's house. It was fucking cold as fuck, snowing, ice everywhere. We had just got done smoking meat, right?
mhm,
We were smoking barbecue and shit.
yeah,
And I was getting ready to bring the food home to the kids,
yeah.
right? And Kim and the kids. And my dumb ass hit that patch of ice, Mark, feet went way up in the air, elbow went into broke my fucking ribs, bro. But
Oh, dude, that's the worst,
I
man.
didn't drop that meat.
You kept it.
Hell yeah, I didn't drop it.
You get with a beer, it always stays in his hand.
Yeah.
That's good when he's good at it. You know,
Dude, that was the worst pain ever. You can't because the doctors can't do nothing with your ribs unless
you
they
can't.
got
You just have to tie it.
Yep,
That's it.
yep. You
Yeah.
gotta wrap your shit.
You don't want that compress. You want the compression.
You
You
want the
don't want it to
compression, yeah.
extract and
Right.
and
It was so
contract. Yeah.
hot. That was the most pain I felt, and I don't know how long. Probably the most pain.
Yeah.
And so when I started wrapping it real tight with ace bandages, I was okay. You know, until they healed. So the other day, I don't know what I did. Oh no! Remember that day Kim came in here and jumped on me when I was sitting right here
Oh,
on the
yeah, she's
couch?
ready to lose your ass.
Yeah, and that she did, bro. And so when I went to the doctors last Friday, they was like, "Yep." And he was feeling my shit. He was like, "Yep, it's dislocated." I was like, "Fuck!" And I
That's a
knew
nice
it.
way of saying fractured.
Yeah, and I knew it because I felt it, and it was hurting like a
Yeah.
motherfucker. That next morning, especially.
Yeah.
So it's starting to get better now.
Dude, it was funny because I was dating Eve and I just got my hip replacement, and that was the day that my physical therapist that came to the house for 2 weeks said that I was able to walk downstairs. So my stupid ass starts drinking. I get all the fucking clothes. I have a drink in my hand,
Here
and
we
then I
go.
lose my balance. I fucking
Here we go.
fall down 25 flights, broke the ribs, broke the hardest bone in your body to break is your elbow.
Yeah.
Fuck, dude, it sliced right through because I fell 25 flights of stairs on porcelain concrete. And I'll tell you what I went literally, they put me in surgery quickly, right?
Yeah.
And I woke up out of anesthesia. They forgot to put in the nerve blocker in my shoulder to make my arm numb.
Yeah.
I wasn't even out of anesthesia. I was still fucking just blurry, type of.
Yeah.
I started yelling, screaming because it hurt so bad. That was dude. Then they put that nerve blocker. When my arm felt great after
Yeah.
that, but I couldn't move it for like 3 weeks because it was dead.
Yeah.
But my ribs on this, I couldn't lay down. I couldn't do.
I'm telling you,
I
man.
couldn't even stand.
Yeah.
And literally, they had to pull me up, and I was like, "Hold on," and I would hold, and they would pull me up. I was
when the motherfucking ribs got to
Oh,
move.
and I even told the nurse who was a man, I said, motherfucker, if you look at me and touch me, I swear to God, I'm
Yes,
gonna
sir.
kill you.
Huh?
Clean the house.
Yeah, I'm like,
Good
great.
job.
She does a
Look,
really good job, doesn't
she
she?
is fucking. She is anal retentive when it comes to cleaning and shit.
And you know anal, you know anal.
That's it with Mark. Queer.
You know he likes it because he did it sober and not on X.
Bye, Jen. Love
Yeah,
you.
right, Gary.
Wants us trying.
Relates.
Fuck you, Sharif.
I love you.
Love you.
That. Thank you. And it was a smile too.
Yeah, kid, he always.
With his head down.
Yeah, yeah. See,
Look at you.
it get me every time.
That's a quick punch shot. I got
He does that every time.
Oh man. But
Oh,
man, that shit hurt. Yeah, those ribs are nothing to
But,
joke about, man.
Bro, and I was Mark. I literally could not lay down. I had to sleep sitting up on the couch.
And if you do lay down, you can't get back
You're not
up.
gonna
You
get
got to
up.
roll. You got to roll.
Yes.
Yeah, you got to roll on your
Yeah.
stomach and then put your feet off the bed
Yep.
and then get up that way. You
Yeah.
can't just
Because your shit is like a motherfucker.
Oh, it doesn't even just hurt, man.
And then, dude, trying to.
That was one time I
was the
wanted a
worst.
prescription for drugs. And I never did it. There was not enough. Literally, I was taking like literally 200 milligrams of edibles a day
Oh,
just to, and it still hurt like a
you
bitch.
know what I used? Max gave me some of that shit that you had gave me, the CBD shit.
Yeah, see, that didn't work.
It helped a little bit, but it helped the muscles around the ribs. But I still had them bones were fucked.
Because the bones are there.
Yeah.
And that's actually the tendons are there.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Your ribs are held in by tendons.
The worst part was
If you didn't have the tendons, they would
trying
just
to
fall.
get dressed. Trying to put your fucking underwear on and your pants and socks. When you gotta bend over.
The worst thing is, and I got to ask you something. So when you break a rib on your left hand side, when you do your right hand, that's when it hurts. When you do your left hand, it doesn't. It's the opposite side that actually hurts the worst.
I can't remember that depth in the detail, but I do know that before Kim brought me some ace bandages because she told me too, because she's a nurse.
Mhm.
And so she was like, there's nothing. I said, I know, the doctor told me.
Yeah.
There's nothing you can do about the ribs unless they got to go inside you and put metal plate.
That's just ribs.
And you're still gonna be in pain. You're gonna be in more pain. Yeah. So she just said, nope, I'll bring you some ace bandages. We're gonna wrap it up, wrap your whole body up. So she brought me like 2 or 3 of them. And as soon as she wrapped me up, dude, I felt a big relief.
Because there's compression.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's not going in and out, and your ribs aren't moving.
Because I didn't take a shower took a shower, right? But then I couldn't get dressed.
You can't.
No.
Because you can't bend down.
Yeah.
The only way you can do it is if you're sitting there, you can do one arm and then do this.
Yep.
That's it.
Yep.
Putting on a shirt,
Yep.
fuck it, you're done.
Yeah.
You can't do
over
it.
with.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you can't.
And I would have to have because raising your fucking arms
You
up
can't,
like that.
Because it takes the breath out of you.
And it does.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
And I didn't take a shower for like 2 days. And she was like, nope, motherfucker, I'm bringing these ace bandages. So she got me the ace bandages, right? And some type of plastic shit to go around. So when I took a shower, I didn't have to take off the ace bandages.
You know what you should have got? And next time, if this ever happens to you or it happens to one
Like
of
a
your kids,
copper fit?
no, it's not that. They have that the sports tape, which is that it's black. It's in a ball. It's in a roll like about this big.
Yeah.
But what it is you put it on your knees or that they actually give you directions. You can put it on anywhere. But what it does is it makes sure that there's compression, but it makes sure that you can't pull quickly.
Yeah.
Type deal.
Yeah.
That quick movement is what kills you. Type deal.
Yeah.
It's the slow movement, so it retracts and holds in your muscle, but yet at the same time, it's holding your muscles. So if you do your shoulder, you put it up here, and then you bring it down here. But when you do this, it's slowly, but it's like you're actually working out at the same time.
Right. Okay.
So it's building the muscle back up, building your rotation. It doesn't matter what part of your body. Don't put it on your dick, but. And if you do shave, but yeah, no, I had to do some humor on
I
that.
ain't putting nothing
But
on
no,
my
it doesn't work,
I ain't
man.
putting nothing on my dick but some pussy.
I'll bring it tomorrow.
You know what he putting on his dick? Tell him don't put it on your dick. What the fuck? What the fuck? I would imagine putting tape on my dick.
I don't know. Some people
I
like
told
pain.
you.
They like BDSM, all that shit. They like voyeurism. They
Maybe
get nuts.
maybe I don't. Yeah. Oh
They
yeah.
like submission.
Yeah. Some crazy
I don't know
motherfucker.
why New Yorkers pay $2,000 to get beat up
Turn them on.
by a stripper that doesn't even fuck you.
Might turn him on. That motherfucker might nut on the shit.
I think they got mommy and daddy issues, dude.
Yeah, no shit.
Seriously.
Fuck. I ain't paying nobody to beat me up, bitch. I'm gonna kill you. Yes, baby.
Some of those videos, I think they are going to kill them. They never do.
Okay, baby.
So you're not coming back. I know what that means.
She might slap night. She's probably waiting on that 100%, grade A,
Oh, goodness.
97.3.
He hasn't communicated with me, so. And I don't
You got any help? You got it?
Is he raw? Is that what? You got too well. That's fine.
You got it, baby?
I will
Yeah,
text
she
you later
definitely-
because
she
I'll get online. to
Do
that.
you now? Hold on. Do you see how when Amanda's in a real good mood, how she be throwing that motherfucker back?
Oh yeah, but
When she's in a real good mood and she look, see, and she thinking about some dick,
the funny thing is, the
Motherfucker-
motherfucker doesn't take alcohol either.
she will throw that motherfucker back, stand right there in the doorway, right there, holding on to the wall, throwing that little motherfucker back, like, yeah.
You missed him right there, buddy.
That's why she's going to take a shower. Yeah, she's got dude clean shit.
You're
too.
like Beanie Baby. And then she's a sniffer.
You know, I could imagine her literally just going out and taking a shower or getting in bed and just you won't have fucking hot water for,
No, Mark.
for fucking hours.
You,
Such a
the shit she does with the sniffing shit, she is ridiculous. She will sit next to you, Mark, just to fucking smell you. She'll sniff behind your ear. You won't even fucking know what she's doing.
Oh, so she's got two problems.
Yeah. Yeah. She likes to.
So she's a street sweeper and a snow.
Yeah. And she loves to sniff belly buttons and shit like that.
Are you fucking kidding me? Belly buttons?
Do every day, but you
Some
know,
people, if you got a deep innie and they're fat, they can clean that shit.
No, she don't like when people just smell like you have that smell anywhere on
Do
you.
you like the natural pheromones then? Is that what- do
All right, baby. I'll see you later.
I love you, man. Thank you, honey.
that's not,
All right.
nothing.
I'll text you later.
So, the other day, what was it? Yesterday, as a matter of fact, I just told Amanda was like, what you in here doing? My girl's in here. And I was like, shit, you know what I was in here doing.
Oh, she smell it?
No.
Oh.
Bitch, she go grab my shirt and say, let me smell your dick. I said, you nasty motherfucker. Get so straight. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Worried about her smelling my belly button, my dick.
I know, right?
You're like, okay, now you're getting weird.
Girl, she gets up and my girl, she was like, Manda. And I said, baby, I told you. Manda laughing like a mother. I said, baby, I told you this motherfucker's a sniffer. One day, me and my girl had just got done and we made a mess on the bed. Man, we get dressed and shit, come out the room. Back in the room, Amanda somehow snuck by me. I didn't even see her fucking move. She was like a ninja. She went in there and walked back in the room, and Amanda's just sitting there smelling the sheets. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna make you laugh. Okay, funny. So when I walked into your room and I do the bleach, okay,
Yeah,
and you had red sheets, right?
yeah,
I'm gonna tell you something that's really funny.
yeah.
So when you have dark sheets, if we get done and a girl comes and I
Yeah, it has them
and
stains.
you cannot get caught cheating if she's not here. She's
Yeah.
already there.
Dude,
I told you it's got a pattern. It's right in there in the middle. Right here.
this crazy motherfucker Kim done pour bleach all over my shit. Right? Were you here that day? You were here that night, weren't you?
No, I had left.
You did. You had left.
I had
Yeah.
left. Fuck it, I'm out.
You packed up and left. That motherfucking Mark got little Mark said, I don't want no part of this shit. And I was like,
No, I didn't want her to tackle me because I wasn't on the couch.
Right.
I would have hit the wood floor.
Right. Yeah, yeah.
I'm lucky I didn't hit the staircase.
That's
when
what
she
I
came in.
said. I was like, the way she just by you, like she was breaking through the fucking line.
Baby, I was like Dennis Rodman. I could pit.
I'm sitting here
I
and
moved
like,
it. I moved
I'm
on.
like, oh shit, here we go. And here she comes. This motherfucker rushes right by you and runs full throttle at me. And I'm like, oh shit. The fuck?
Then the gate where the cattle go in to get slaughtered. Now just opened it up and said, "Fuck it, I'm out."
And then, okay, so when you leave, right?
Yeah.
Here comes you know who,
Oh, I know.
Jess. And I'm on this.
I'm glad you're gonna say it because I was. Unless you don't say it, I'm gonna say it.
Here she come. Don't play no games, boy. We be about killing. And so just like you better get the fuck off my man.
I'm on borrowed time.
I know, right? Like I'm like, oh my! I said no. So now, even though I'm in pain because she put me and
Yeah.
fucked my ribs again, and I think she socked me too.
That's one job.
Yeah, and so I'm like, no, you motherfuckers ain't finna do this shit. Y'all not finna have the police come to my house. Too late. Here come the police. Neighbor calls. Yeah, it's the same guy every time,
That's
bro.
number 3 on my list, other than the fucking cop.
Yeah. So he called me like was it that next morning? Oh, no, this was after this last incident. So he called my phone and he's like, Nate, he said, I just want to know from your perspective.
So sincere too.
No, because I wasn't talking to him when he came the last time because I was trying to get him to leave. Well, they did. They escorted Kim to her car.
Oh, did they?
Yeah. And
On your behalf, correct? Because
Yeah.
you didn't want to press charges.
right, yeah. So
Because I remember you telling me, he's like, "Dude, are you serious? You don't want to press charges?"
yeah, and he was like, dude, he said that shit to me in my face
And
outside.
correct me if I'm wrong, he actually told you, "I'm sick and tired of coming over here, and you never put her in jail."
Yeah. He said, Nate, I'm sick of this shit. Every fucking time I gotta come over here and you don't never want to put her in jail. I said, dude, I'm not gonna put my wife in jail.
The kids and grandchildren.
Yeah, I
That's
said
what he
we
did
have
there.
kids and grandkids. I don't want my kids pissed off at me. And plus, Kim works for the state; she'll lose her job.
Yeah, he's
Like,
that's the thing that we talked about
yeah,
out there.
yeah. And he was like, he said, she's gonna seriously harm you one of these days. 'Cause one day, dude, we got into it. We were arguing, and I got a bad motherfucker when it comes to the mouth. I can say shit to you that'll piss
You
you clean
wouldn't
off.
say.
Yeah, you know. So
Everybody knows that.
so I'm steady jugging at her,
And you
jugging
say,
at
"I'm
her.
the fucking one that goes."
Well, I'm an asshole when it comes to my women. I like to be an asshole to them sometimes.
I'm just an asshole to a computer.
Did
And
yesterday.
Siri, Katana, and I'm not like that.
It was yesterday.
I don't know who I'm talking to half the time.
Well,
They got all
do
different
you talk to
voices.
yourself?
In the mirror, yeah, in the morning. Damn, you look good, baby.
Oh, so this motherfucker.
I can't
This,
believe I just said that, but
no, it left me with a weird feeling.
I thought you were gonna say weird taste.
No,
No, well, hey,
that would have been some more gay shit.
well,
I already said
what's going up? I just was going up.
once today. No,
Did you do your look?
no. So anyway, this motherfucker, bruh, she Mark, something wrong with you, bruh. You got you.
Oh fuck! You started backtracking quick.
I couldn't help it. I
At
realized
least
that
you did it with a smile and you were laughing.
you started laughing instantly, which made me in my mind. I said, "Oh shit!" And then I had to start laughing, but it was like that quick, and I was like, "Yeah, shit."
Oh, I had
So,
perfect grin now. Fuck.
so
man.
I
Oh,
pushed.
my
This
cheeks
was
hurt.
when
Yeah.
me and Kim was in the breakup phase, right?
Yeah.
We're not divorced, but we will be. But we were in the breakup phase of not living together anymore, and her, she got mad because I kept telling her to get out of my house.
Yeah.
Wrong move. And so she's getting pissed at me.
But
more
the thing is,
pissed
you
at me,
moved across the street.
more pissed. Yeah, no, this was here.
Oh,
And she kept getting more pissed at me, more pissed at me, more
but you
pissed at
guys live together there.
me. Yeah, fuck yeah, yeah.
No, the funny thing is, no, that's the other house that they're remodeling, right?
No, it's that one.
So the one that Jeff is in.
No. The one I used to live in.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So
Because I was trying to figure that out. I thought the irony was really funny that you and Kim used to live in the same house as Jess and.
I know.
Because I
didn't.
was trying to
I
rack my
didn't. They
brain
didn't
to see where
start.
the car was, the orange Cadillac, and
Yeah.
because I know, and I didn't know if it was that one or that
The
one because they're so
Escalade.
close. Yeah, the
Yeah.
Escalade. Yeah.
No, I didn't. I wasn't. By the time Jess had moved in, me and Kim were completely separated. We weren't together at all. We weren't seeing each other, talk to each other.
She didn't think that.
She hadn't. Yes, she did. Kim did me wrong for like the first 3 years because I recognized how wrong I was. And the shit that I was saying to her and doing to her, not like cheating or anything like that. I probably was. I can't remember.
Yeah, you were.
But I probably was cheating. Yeah. But anyway,
It's going off of history.
yeah. So no, Jess wasn't even living there yet. Remember, I told you Nubs was living upstairs. The lady with the half arm, the meth heads. They were
Oh
living up
yeah,
there.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
Yes, and you said about the
roaches and
roaches and
shit.
shit.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
That
So,
you saw them when they put it out. They were
bro, they
That's
were in
fucked
the
up because
fucking street
you don't
like
see roaches
ants.
on just a street.
No, they were running around buck fucking wild, bro. I was like, "Are you
Like those
fucking?"
red ants on a fucking
Yeah,
hill.
bro. And
Yeah,
I'm sitting on the porch, just having my drink and shit. And you know, how you see shit out your peripheral.
yeah, yeah.
And,
It's almost like that black thing that just keeps going when you have bad eyesight. Like if I take out my glasses, you get that little trace.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
And I'm like,
You're questioning yourself.
the fuck is that? Fucking roaches? At least 100 motherfuckers just running up and down the goddamn street. I'm like,
Trying to
oh,
find a place.
yeah, that's disgusting. But to get back on Kim ass,
Dude, that's so gross.
when it was, and they had mice too, bro. So the mice were running around sucking mice. Yeah,
And those procreate like a motherfucker.
man, bro. Hey, so I had to call an exterminator, bro, to get that. I don't
You
want that
have to.
shit in my house, you know. So they came in and they plugged all the like holes in the basement with
So you
steel
called like
wool
Griffin or
and
something, shit like that.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I think it was Griffin.
Yeah.
And
Over on Stadium. They used to be in the building.
I
Yeah,
think it
before
was
the car
them.
lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so they plugged all the holes in the basement with in the
And
wall
the vents and put the
with
screens
steel
up.
wool.
Yeah.
Steel wool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because mice hate steel wool. They don't like the way it feels against them. That's what they told me. And then they sealed it with foam.
I would tell them, don't fucking tell me what to just fucking get them out.
Yeah, real shit.
Even
Real
what
shit.
they don't like.
But yeah. So anyway, nah, you're okay. I keep switching subjects. But
We're everywhere.
to get back to Kim ass. So I pissed her off this one
We're far
fucking
hopping
night.
right now.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, we are. Yeah,
With topics.
yeah, we are. So I pissed her off one night really, really bad. And she threatened me. She threatened me and said what she was going to do to me. And I'm like, bitch, you ain't doing shit to me. Nothing.
Yeah.
You putting your motherfucking hands on me. You ain't doing a damn thing. This motherfucker went and grabbed a pot and a hammer and fucked my shit wide open.
Wait, a pot?
Yes.
What if she grabbed a
A
pot?
stainless steel pot.
Why would she need a hammer too?
She hit me with both hands.
She right and left you?
Yes.
Cassius Clay.
Set my shit wide open, bro. So I'm in.
That's what the fuck came with.
I'm astounded. I'm fucking dazed, right? Because my shit's bleeding everywhere. My whole fucking I had
Well, your head. I mean,
had
it's
a
just
white
confusing.
on, so it was that bitch was all red. My head leaking like a motherfucker. My kid come downstairs. I don't know why I was so discombobulated. I went and opened the front door and went out and sat a report. And the fucking neighbors, they seen me bleeding like a motherfucker, so they called the cops. The cops come, and so now they like, what happened? I said, nothing. Fell.
Probably looks like Edward Scissorhands when he cut the hair.
Bro,
And he didn't mean it.
I'm still trying to get my shit together, right? I'm
Yeah.
like, listen, I fell. And they like, no, sir. No, sir. Who's in the house? I said, my wife, my kids. He
Because
said,
you're still like kind of coming back.
he said, tell you, he came in the house and got Kim, brought her outside, sent her to another officer. And he's like, Nate, what the fuck happened? And I'm like, bro, I fell. He's like, no.
They knew. They know. They see it too much.
And her dumbass, she admitted to the motherfucking police that they took her ass to jail. They told her flat out, you going to jail. And I'm like, bro, I don't want her to go to jail. They was like, nope, she's going to jail. Took her ass to jail. She got in trouble with her job. They suspended her because
you dropped the charges, probably.
no, I did I didn't
Yeah.
press charges.
That-
The
yeah.
state did.
But the problem is, that's the DA will do
Yeah,
it still,
yeah.
even though you don't want to.
Yeah, the state
And
did.
it shouldn't be up to
and
them.
I told them, I said, I don't know why y'all wasting your time. I'm not coming to court. I'm not pressing charges.
Yeah.
But even if the state does pick it up, they still need a witness. They can't just unless what they will do is try to get you to cop.
Yeah.
They'll try to get you to cop, but
And that's when they'll
you're
try
not
to do
going-
a rear end on
Yeah.
you. Yes.
yeah, and I told
And they'll threaten you
and I
on some
told
other
her,
shit.
yeah, they will.
Yeah.
And I told her, fuck that, not guilty. You ain't do shit. I ain't tell them nothing. They ain't got my statement in no police report. They can't use nothing against you. So, but they just made her go through the motions. because that cop, he did not, the one in particular, he did not like that. See me sitting there. He called an ambulance for me. And I said, "Bro, I ain't getting that fucking ambulance. Charge me $700 to go down the street. No, I'll walk down there."
Well, that was like what my head, right? When Max told you that you should see his head, and you were like, "What
Yeah,
the fuck," type thing.
yeah.
And I have pictures of it, and everybody thinks I fell. I didn't fall. It was during COVID in San Francisco. Literally, I had a beautiful fucking place, because
Mm,
it was so cheap because everybody ran,
yeah.
and everybody wanted money, the landlords and shit like that.
Hmm.
So it was really cheap. But there was a Shell gas station. I always said I fell from, 3 stories, but I didn't do it. But what I did was it was a Sunday and I was out of cigarettes and there was a Shell gas station not a block from me. And literally, so there was that block, and then I walked across the street. So block in the corner, okay, big
Hmm.
deal, to the front door of the show. So I had to walk around, and I came back, and this is where we all pulled into, which is gated and stuff like that. The gate comes up and blah blah
Hmm.
blah.
At your place.
Yeah, at my place, and I walked over, and I got to the show. Just I didn't have any. Really, I only had like $20 on me because I just wanted a pack of cigarettes, right?
Yeah.
And that's all I had. No, I didn't even have my wallet. And I walked over across the street, got the cigarettes. I lit a cigarette. I was waiting for the walk sign to go across the street, and then
Yeah.
I was there. Okay, I could have just hit my button really quick and just walked in. The gate would have walked up, but I went to the front door
Hmm.
and used my key card. I was walking to the front door, and all of a sudden, literally right next to the building, there's a transformer. Okay, with a certain service road that was only one way.
Yeah. Was
You
it one
know,
of those transformers that were at ground level
electrical,
or on the pole?
transformer.
Right.
The one of the green ones,
Yeah,
big
yeah,
ones.
yeah. Like the one that's
Yeah,
right
that
here.
control the building.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So I just started walking, and all of a sudden, I got boom. Woke up like 40 minutes later. They said there was one of the neighbors that were in the building.
Yeah.
It was not an old lady,
So
but
what the fuck happened?
some guy cracked me, fucking went through my shit. And he
Oh,
ended up getting like $8 because my cigarettes there in California are like fucking $13.
yeah.
He didn't get shit. I
That
didn't
a
have any
bitch.
jewelry on, and she actually. Well, I was starting to come to, and I saw her, and she's like, "Do you want to go to the hospital?" Blah blah blah. And I was laying there for that
Oh,
long,
he must have
and
hit you with
but it was
something.
during COVID, and so nobody was out, right?
Yeah,
Nobody left the buildings except for food or.
yeah.
But Home Depot was always packed with Chinese people. Fucking Chinese man.
Oh, that's it.
And the fucking service station because they would take it back because they're stupid. Um, it's fucking Chinese people. I love you guys, but I was dating a Chinese.
It's like your food. I remember you told me
It's
that.
but no, I literally I went into and I was covered in blood. Right,
Yeah.
I I was on the 18th floor. Came in the elevator, went up, did my key card because that's the only way you could get in the elevator. Went up and I was looking at myself. I'm like, fuck it, I'll just put on a beanie. And I didn't know it was that bad. And then the next morning I woke up, dude, my beanie fell off. I was in white sheets,
Blood everywhere.
and it was an Airbnb.
Oh, fuck.
Fuck, I had to go buy new sheet. But when I looked, it looked like the scene from The Godfather, with the horse head.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But instead of opening it up and there's blood there, it was everywhere. It looked like I murdered somebody,
Yeah,
or I just came out of a murder
yeah,
tattoo.
yeah.
And dude, I was feeling my head, and I was like, "Oh fuck me!" Oh, and that's when. And now I'm still dealing with it. That's what happened. That's a
Damn.
real story. That's in the book. I told everybody I just fell. When I was
Fucking
at the
Mark.
job.
You never this you've been telling me for the longest time too that you fucking
Yeah, that's what really happened.
no thought this happened in the past.
No, the car accident. I walked away easily.
Okay, you
Yeah,
did.
yeah. Oh, dude, I had nothing to check flash shavings on me.
So you didn't
Yeah.
you lucky on that.
Billy and I walked away.
You get lucky.
Yeah.
Man. You motherfuckers got lucky on that. Yeah,
Well, yeah, we were so fucked up. Yeah, on Clonopin.
Oh, those are the painkillers, right?
Yeah, that's the one that you never want to take. And I don't
Are
care.
those the ones that popped up?
Mhm.
I don't know why I kept saying the other name,
The
but
the
yeah.
blue one. Yeah,
I now I remember
blue.
now that you said it
Yeah, they're
again.
light
Right,
blue.
yeah.
Yeah, they're light blue.
So
And
this
they have a CR3 on them.
mm. So I was like, damn, now that you're telling me the real, I'm like, throw it all the way
Yeah.
the fuck off. Because I honestly thought that you never told me that you fell either. I just initially thought it came from the car accident.
My parents don't even.
Oh, damn, they do now.
Now they do.
Yeah.
Now the real world knows because
Yeah.
it's coming out anyways.
Yeah.
But I said that because I didn't want them to worry, stuff like that. I didn't want my work to worry
Yeah.
either. It was just an accident type deal. And
Were you off work
because
for a while?
no, I went to work the next day. That's the funny thing. I wore my beanie, the same fucking beanie, and a Mexican crew because I hired all Mexicans from LA.
Because the
I
motherfuckers
knew
at
'em.
work.
Oh, dude, I knew them too because they did my Amazons too in San Diego.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is one of them. Fuck, I know this is a cliche, but his name was Jose,
Mm-hmm.
but it's actually Jesus.
Right.
Yeah,
No. Yeah. Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
But Jesus, I know in Mexican it means God. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
Jesus.
Actually, it means God. No, Dios is God.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jesus is And but he looked at me. He goes, "Mark, you're bleeding still. What the fuck happened to you?" I said, "What?" And I took off my head. And he goes, "What the fuck?" And he took a picture. And then I blew it up on his phone. Dude, I was like, I almost wanted to throw up.
So they
He's
didn't put
like, "You need to go
anything
to the
on there?
hospital." He goes, "You need to go to the hospital now." And I was like, "Fuck that shit. I'm not going."
Oh,
And
so you haven't even been to the hospital yet?
I no, I didn't go. And then that's when my neurologist, I came home.
Yeah.
Finally, this is like three because I got back in July
Oh, so
and
your
then
shit got worse then.
I left only because of a hip replacement. So I got back in November, just before Thanksgiving. And so 3 months I was going through this, jumping in the pool, going to lakes, blah, 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 having fun. And
Well, in the meantime, your shit's still getting
and
worse.
then when I got back, yes, I was start because I didn't
Mm.
one, I was so desensitized. I didn't care. But then this made it worse because where it hit was right here, where your compassion, right and wrong, everything is gone.
Yeah.
Okay, with the pressure.
Yeah.
And he got back. That's when I saw the neurologist. She goes,
You didn't
she
fucking
goes,
lie.
she goes, why didn't you go to the hospital? I said, well, and this is when you said it earlier too, and I agree with you. I'm a man,
Right.
and I just, I'm stubborn,
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Eve
Yeah.
told me to go too as well.
Yeah.
And this was after I met her. And so I finally went, and she goes, well, the only thing I can do actually is to I can't put staples. I can't stitch. I can't do anything. What I have to do is I can put that, and it's like a liquid Band-Aid type deal. That's the only thing she can do.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, it works. And then it started getting worse because, the air, well, the story, the
Yeah.
air pocket
Yeah.
and stuff. But mom, dad, I'm really sorry. I should have told you, but I was embarrassed and I didn't want things to happen. And dad, you know me, we're Howlands, but yeah.
No,
And
I get
now
that.
I'm regretting it because,
Yeah, but
what
I get
I'm
it.
going through. But yeah, I mean, and I never thought that not taking care, and goes for you guys. If you don't take care of something, you're going to end up like I did, walking out on somebody that because you're so fucked up in the head and seeing shit and blah blah blah, and you're hallucinating, and it's guys, just fucking take care of your shit.
Yeah.
Don't be so fucking stubborn. A man is a man, but you know what? There's a certain point. Do you want to die or not? And that's literally what it is.
Well, look,
You know,
speaking to that effect, let me tell you some crazy shit. It ain't as crazy as what the fuck you would happen with you, but
I can't believe I
it's
just
it's
fucking told
probably
the truth about
it's
that.
it's probably well, it's probably worse. My son, my youngest son, when he got shot, right?
Mhm.
So they were parked on Eggleston and right down by the river by Porter Creek.
And I asked you, do you really want to tell the story?
Yeah, because fuck that.
I just want to make
It's
sure.
facts.
Yeah.
When my son got shot, he was in the car with a couple other people, right? My son is a fucking asshole. But well, he's not. He's really he.
Is it little?
No, it's not Lil Nate. This is Sizzle, my big boy.
Oh, okay.
And
Oh, the one that. Oh, yeah.
so they when the shots rang out and my son got hit, whoever the driver was drove off real quick and went down into the fucking river. I mean into the creek,
Mhm.
right? And so just
People actually go into the Kalamazoo River.
no, it was the Porter's Creek.
Oh.
Right there on, you know how it runs like
Yeah.
at the end of Eggleston and Reed Court. right there.
Right there where it splits.
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 So, they because they were trying to stab him, he lost control of the car and it went down into the creek. The creek shallow as fuck. So,
All creeks are shallow. That's what I call creeks.
so they said my son, the boys were telling, they said my son got out, was like, y'all all right? They said he bleeding like a motherfucker. And they like, nigga, is you all right? And like, they said, he said, yeah, I gotta take a piss. Pulls his dick out and stuff.
That's all you got to say. I'm homeless, and they'll say, "Okay, we won't write you."
Son, I said that so when he woke up after the little shit he had to have done, the surgeries and shit, and I said, so I'm sitting in the hospital room with him. I ain't going no fucking where. That's how I know he's okay. So when he woke up, we were talking and shit for a minute. He was asking me if I was okay. I said, nigga, are you okay? You the one just got shot.
Yeah.
The fuck? But because I know how I've been shot twice. So nigga, are you okay? But he got shot in his fucking neck. And
You told me that. Yeah.
and in his arm twice.
Yeah. That's the one that's still sitting there.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
So
because they can't take it out.
They can't take it
Yeah,
out.
they don't want
Well,
to.
they couldn't take it out at the time because they wanted the muscle to build back around it. If they took it, so it would move.
The muscles and
when they
tendons.
were doing,
Yes.
yeah, when
Yes.
they
So
were
he
doing
can still
surgery.
have.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yep.
So, yeah. So he was in the hospital for like a week. But I said, nigga, he said, fuck all that. Don't worry about me. Now, riddle me this: Why, after just being shot, you had to get out the car to take a piss?
It's actually, they said the same thing about me when I got Billy out of the car. And now, remember, I told you I had a brand new Dodge Ram Laramie.
Yeah.
It only had like 30,000
The one
miles
you
on it.
tore up.
Yes.
Yeah.
The one that I rolled 12 times. And literally, I don't even know how I rolled 12 times because there's not that much space to roll 12 times. But
Shit,
the
you'd be
cop
amazed.
said that I
Yeah.
rolled. And the funny thing is, somehow, some way, I was that fucked up, and he was too as well. And I put my hand when I saw it coming, and I couldn't do it because we were in
Oh
the
yeah, you
air.
said
We
you
were
put
in
your
the
arm
air.
across his
Yeah.
chest.
And I said, "Hold on."
Yeah.
And we fucking hit that motherfucking tree. And
Yeah.
this tree's fucking perfect. The bark, because that tree was like this big. It's probably been there for over 200 years.
Yeah.
You know, that's how big it was.
Yeah.
You know, it's healthy as shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No shit.
It was like playing bumper ball in bowling. And but it was funny because you have the adrenaline in you.
Mhm.
And I remember getting out, and oh my God, I pulled Billy out. And the funny thing, he had adrenaline. And he literally, it was both so funny. So I'm sitting there and I'm worried. Okay. I'm yelling. I'm like, Billy, Billy, Billy. I didn't care about myself.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what it is. I mean, I was
Right,
bleeding
yeah,
everywhere,
yeah.
but, I mean, shit, they didn't even know how to put the fucking Laramie on the fucking goddamn flatbed.
I
They
remember
didn't know where to
saying
hook it,
that. Yeah.
you know, and, but,
You're
but the
that bitch.
Billy was funny, man. So Billy, and I was so worried about him. And then all of a sudden, there was two ambulances. Cops weren't even there yet. The ambulance beat him. Tons of people around in Gull Lake, which fuck that.
Oh, that's where it happened at?
Fuck yeah, in the north end.
Yeah.
We came out of Ned's, dude. Yeah.
That was that a liquor store or a
Yeah,
bar?
it used to be a liquor store, and
Yeah.
now it's actually a pizza place, an ice cream place, and then a bar,
Okay.
a eatery.
Yeah.
And the landing's there, so everybody that drops their boat in Gull Lake has to, right across the street, and literally there's a line right there, like not even a tenth of a mile.
Oh,
Where
were you there when the cops got there?
Oh, dude, I was sitting there, and I remember the cop came up to me. He's like, "Hey, what's going on?" I was like, "I just want to make sure." I didn't care about myself.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Hey, you need to go see the ambulance." I was like, "Take care of him. Take care of Billy." But and then he finally pulled me away, and my parents came. Right? He called my
Mhm.
parents. My phones were gone. I mean, my watch fucking fell off. The whole dude, whoever cleaned up that site, that's some shit. But between Billy and
You rolled a pickup.
oh, dude, it was, dude, I didn't roll. I fucking air rolled. And then,
I remember that full coverage.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But you said you had just gotten it.
Oh yeah, we scanned the insurance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
But no, what was funny is I remember. So Billy is a stocky kid, right? Fucking built. I mean, built like you don't fuck with.
sounds like you want to fuck him.
No, he is one of those guys that you don't want to fuck with. Period. And But he was one that used to in soccer when a free throw type deal from the line when it
Yeah,
goes out
yeah,
of
yeah.
bounds. What he would do when he was close to the opponent's goal, he would actually put the ball and he would flip it to get it into the goal.
Well, I thought you couldn't touch the fucking ball with your hands
No, as long as
in
the
soccer.
as your feet and the ball are at the same, he timed perfectly.
Hmm.
And referees didn't understand it, but that's how acrobatic he was.
Yeah,
He would literally flip and throw the ball.
yeah.
So he had that rotation, almost like
Oh, when he was coming from
almost
out of
like
bounds.
like playing like lacrosse
Okay.
type deal. With it, and then they throw the ball, right?
Yeah.
But they wind up, right? That's what he would do. But he would flip his body, and then his feet would hit, and then the ball would come off the ground. It was trajectory. This motherfucker, dude. I looked over and I said, "I think Billy's fine." He goes, "I don't think he's fine." I said, "Oh, look at him." That's when I calmed down. And Billy she goes, "If you guys want to take me to the fucking goddamn hospital, I'm gonna put an octagon right now, and you're gonna fucking fight me."
Oh, shit.
And then they were like, "Well, you need to come with us." And he's like, "No, just walk to the lakeshore, and I'll be home in 5 minutes." And he literally took right there where we fucking cracked. He took the bark off the. Yeah, he knows it now because he was laughing. Now we can laugh about it.
Yeah.
But he took the bark and he literally put an octagon like he was doing a seance, like a witch, and said, "Fucking get me." So they finally took him. But then I went to that. Okay. And then he went to Bronson. I went to Borges because his dad was actually a surgeon at Bronson.
Yeah.
Well, he used to be, he was retired now. And, but it was funny because he came in and I wanted to see how Billy was doing. That's my only concern
Yeah.
because he went to a different hospital. And the funny thing is I ended up going to the funny farm up on the 6th floor.
I didn't admit it, your dumb ass. 72-hour hole.
Because I said, "Oh no, the only ticket I got for like a year was a refusal of BAC,
You,
which is like $50,
what is a refusal of BAC?
breathalyzer."
Oh,
Yeah, so I refused it.
how long ago is this?
That was what was it?
They gonna make
That
them.
was June Eve. I think it was June 7th. Yeah, it was no June 8th because June 7th I had to go to fucking court in Berry County, and that I kept calling
What
because
year?
I thought I had a warrant. That would have been 2022.
Okay,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
motherfucker, you refuse that breathalyzer, they
Yeah.
gonna take your ass to the hospital and make them draw blood.
So yeah,
They're gonna get a warrant to draw
but they
blood.
couldn't because I punched two of the security guards,
At the
and
hospital?
then all of a sudden I got a shot and I was out,
Yeah.
and then I came to, and my mom actually was there at the hospital. She was so fucking pissed off because I came to finally 24 hours later.
Yeah.
That was fine. They drew my blood with me knowing
Yeah.
because I have the consent to it. If you put a needle in somebody at the hospital, that's HIPAA law now. You have to fucking get my consent.
No, they can get a warrant.
They can, but you still have to say okay, and you have to be coherent.
Oh, they drew your blood while you were out.
Yes,
And
completely out.
So
Yes.
did they charge you with that?
Oh, they gave me a $50 ticket for that.
That was it?
Yeah.
You did good.
And one day before the statute of limitations come, June 7th, the next year.
Mhm.
Okay. And this is right. I actually just left Eve. I walked out. Okay. And then when I get home, like 4 days later, I get this fucking thing in the mail from Berry County
Why Berry County?
because that's where I got. So Ross Township, it was Ross Township, Berry County. So
Yeah.
I wasn't at Kalamazoo, thank God, because I would have been here.
Yeah.
But they were going with the sheriff. He was corrupt. He just got a DUI. They had only two detectives, two
Yeah.
election officers, blah
Yeah.
blah. yeah.
I remember that.
So yeah, it worked
I
in my
remember when
it
the
worked in
sheriff
my
got
favor.
that DUI.
Yeah.
I
And they
remember
were
it.
still going through that shit.
Okay, because he went back to work. He said he wasn't retiring. They were trying to force him to
He's
retire.
actually still there.
Yeah.
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 Because they don't have anybody that wants to fucking do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they were trying to force him to retire. I remember that shit. It was
So
cool.
I get this. It was funny. So I went to the funny farm. I thought I was only in there for like 3 days, right?
Yeah.
So I finally get out. I went through 3 psychiatrists, 2 social workers. Amy, because she got her master's degree in social worker, thought she'd be great and just
Oh, Hitler?
no, Amy,
mean
my
Amy?
older sister, my half sister.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay, okay.
because she has a social worker degree.
No, not Amy Hillary. It was Veronica. but
Amy Holland.
Amy Hill.
Amy Holland.
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
Amy
your
Holland,
sister.
my sister. Yeah,
That's the oldest one, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
half sister. So she's because she
Why
had,
don't you fucking stop calling her
but
that?
no, it was funny. It was funny.
That's your sister.
But I also said she's my full sister too.
Yeah, yeah.
She's my sister, no matter
I'm
what.
calling you
Yeah,
that sister. That's your sister.
she's mom's, but
That's
she's
your
from my
sister.
mom. Yeah,
See,
she's
y'all
my
came
full,
out the same
whatever.
womb.
But it was funny because they all and my dad was pissed. My caseworker in the funny farm upstairs, I was literally teaching people how to draw and taking them down,
Oh shit!
and I wasn't taking.
Your Benjamin Button on.
So once they were like, Mark, can you talk to him because he doesn't like us? And I'm like, well, yeah, because I'm in here and I'm in my suit, and I was a suit, it's, two piece, but I was like, he doesn't like white coats, and yeah, and
One of the crazy
settle people down. I was settling people down, and dude,
one of the crazy motherfuckers didn't like white coats.
it was funny when I left. When I left, my dad was pissed. He was like. And he argued with the people. It was like he went through 3 psychiatrists. He's not an alcoholic. He's not this. It's how he grew up. It's just the way of life. He has nothing wrong with him. He hasn't taken any drugs. He refuses drugs, which we wanted to give
What
him.
the fuck do you mean by when you say that it was a way of life?
So how I grew up. How I grew up.
What does
Yeah,
that
we drink. It's almost like the show Mad Men type deal.
Yeah,
And work you
that
have a
was the show
drink.
on AMC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like that. That's how I grew up with my dad in co-op. Remember I told you that I
Yeah.
missed more days of school than I was in school in my senior year.
Yep, I remember
Yeah,
you said that. So
yeah.
was mom and dad were married at one point in time, right?
No, yeah, but this is way later, obviously.
No, but yeah,
yeah. But no, they're still friends. Yeah, obviously.
yeah, right. No,
yeah.
but okay, wait, you're
My dad was pissed because he thought I was an alcoholic, type deal. Which technically, if you looked at how much booze I drink, you would say that's the same thing.
yeah.
Okay. But I was with Livonia judges and they did the same thing. That's just how I grew
Livonia
up.
town.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. In Detroit,
Yeah.
that's how I grew up. That's why I say to you, I was the youngest, oldest guy, because I was. But it was funny. 2 social workers, 3 psychiatrists went through it. They're like, we have to let him go. He can walk out. And my dad was pissed.
he wanted to stay.
Oh no, he wanted
He
to
thought
know
you
the
needed treatment or
diagnosis.
something?
Yeah,
Oh,
he
right,
wanted
yeah.
to say, yeah, and it
Well,
was
you're his fucking son. Yeah, fuck
yeah.
he wants to know.
So my caseworker, just literally on the phone on speakerphone, goes, "Well, we're going to let him out. You can come pick him up, or we're going to let him out, and we'll take care of the cab to go back to Gull Lake because I know he doesn't have any money on him."
Yeah.
The funny thing is, my dad goes, "All right, I'm going out to dinner. Pick him up, but he's going to stay downstairs. And I'm going to dinner, and then I'll pick him back up and take him home." The thing is, I went downstairs, and now I've already had my hip replacement,
Where the
the
cafeteria shit
elbow.
is. Yeah.
It's already fucked up.
The waiting room.
So I've had orthopedic surgeons. I've had 3 of them already.
Yeah.
Okay. The funny thing is Mr. Ryan, who literally he built the Gull Lake Intermediate School. And his name is on it, the Ryan family. So he was one of my. And then Maladori comes out. And then fucking Land Hammond or whatever his name is, and they all 3 came up because they're done with surgery. And I was eating from the food court.
Yeah.
Blood on my sandals, blood on my shit because I just the same clothes that I wore when I walked in.
Yeah.
No shirt, a new shirt, just a white tee, right?
Yeah.
And they were like, "Mark, what are you doing here?" And I was like, "Me." I'm like, they're like, "What happened?" I said, "Well, I rolled my car, supposedly. I didn't know I rolled it 12 times at that point.
Yeah.
And I said, I just came from the funny farm." Ellen Jerry goes, "Your head's not fucked up, is it?" I said, "Nothing I know of." And I said, "Oh, thank God, Mark."
Yeah.
Do it again.
Yeah.
And all 3 of them like, "Are we going to do surgeries again?" But they're all round go like yeah.
Parents knew him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But my dad left me and went to Black Rock to fucking have dinner with his
Did you?
ex-wife,
Oh.
now his girlfriend, and oh God.
Hold the fuck on. So
He got married twice to the same girl.
your dad married somebody twice? God damn it. God damn it.
The bitter. That's the term.
Well, we'll see.
Well, my dad said, he goes, "I'm not proposing again." At least you give her the same ring, right? And he goes, "Not the first 2 times." take one of the fucking rings back and just put it back on her finger.
So that's Gigi, right?
Yeah, Gigi. Yeah. And the funny thing is, she was a nurse up here by the funny farm in the fucking insane asylum.
Where
Right
my wife
up
works
on
at.
Oak
Yeah, where Kitty works. She probably knows Kim.
right before it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So she probably knows Kim.
But she probably does. Yeah.
Because Kim's been there for
She-
25 years.
So because I used to go to the
around
third floor.
there. Uh-huh.
That's where
Oh, they took you from the hospital to the nut house.
No, Borges has a
They
house
do.
up
Yeah,
top.
they do. Yeah,
I was
yeah.
on the sixth floor.
Yeah.
Fifth or sixth floor.
Okay, so you
Yeah.
were in the hospital
Oh, yeah.
at the nut house
Oh,
upstairs.
dude.
Okay.
My mom came in. But before I went up, I didn't even know where I was. So I finally came out. I was coherent. I was like, man, I stink. And my mom came back, and she was so pissed off. She literally almost went to jail that night. She was so. This 2 days later, I guess, and I was kind of coming to,
Mhm.
and then I got moved into a fucking room, which was a bed, and then it was just complete concrete. It was like I was in jail.
Yeah.
And she comes back. She's like, "Well, I've never heard my mom swear so many times."
Yeah.
She was so pissed off. Literally, the security guards were like, "You're going to go to jail, Mrs. Holland, if you keep going."
Yeah.
She's like, "Fuck you! You better clean my fucking son," and blah blah blah. And then
Yeah.
I went to the funny farm upstairs, and I had I had the greatest time. I watched TV, had meals. I'm teaching people to do color. Like I was in kindergarten again. That's what I felt.
Idiot.
Preschool. Oh, dude.
That was only like
I was at like
not
Jack
even
and Jill
2 years
preschool
ago.
in fucking Richland, dude. I swear to God, it was so. Oh, dude.
So was this in when you rolled the Laramie? Was it in the wintertime?
No, that was the summer.
What the fuck, Mark?
That was fucked up because actually they asked me. They were like, "How can you have such a later?" But the judge actually asked me. He goes, and after he scolded the fucking prosecuting attorney, which they only have one,
Yeah.
and he goes, "Why is it that it took us so long to get Mark back?" He goes, "Well, we've been trying to reach out." And I said, "Your Honor, may I say something?" It was just me,
Yeah.
my attorney. And I said, "Your Honor, do you mind if I say something?" He goes, "Yes, go ahead." I said, "This is bullshit." Because actually, he dropped off my passport and a few of my belongings in my mom's mailbox where I was living. So they knew where the fuck I was. He goes, "Mr. Holland, I don't like the fuck word. But I understand." And he looked at the prosecutor and goes, "Are you serious?" He goes, "Well, we couldn't find him." Well, obviously you could,
Yeah.
And he goes, "Oh, Mr. Holland, I apologize." And he scolded everybody after me. This is funny. I was the second person to go out. Everybody else got delayed sentences except me. Everybody else, because the judge was like, "Fuck, Joe." He did not like what he was a judge at
Yeah.
in Berry County. He
Yeah.
was pissed. So I got 1 year probation, which for 7 months, I'm tethered, alcohol tether. I didn't even see my probation officer.
So you're fucking this is what I'm not
He gave me a
understanding.
$250 fine.
This is what I'm not understanding though. Well, I wouldn't. You got off good again. You
Oh
bitch.
no, you know what the kicker is? When I went and got off probation, I didn't see my probation officer for 7 months.
I
There's
remember you
only
told me
two.
that.
Yeah. And the funny thing is, I took my dad there
She forgot
because I
about
didn't
you.
know if I was going to go to jail or not.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she was like, "Well, you should have called me." I said, "Well, I did. I even talked to the other girl, which she's really nice. She was really cute." I said, "I would ask her out if I was a little bit older." And she was like, "So what are you going to do?" And I was like, "Well, what are you going to do?" And she goes, "Well, I can't put you in jail." And I was like, "Well, I know you're not going to because actually I have all the emails and texts and that I sent to you once a month just to
Yeah.
say, hey, what's going on?"
Yeah.
You
So
know,
who was
type deal.
checking in?
Yeah. And well, all right. So you went to the victim impact panel. I said, "Oh yeah, trust me, I learned more." I told you that.
Yeah.
That's where people should go.
Yeah.
Just to learn stories instead of getting all the bullshit and having to do all this fucking requirements and all that.
Yeah.
They'll learn. And I gave it to her, and we walked right out, went down to the first floor, straight into the judge, and the judge looked at me.
Was it the same judge?
Oh, they only have one fucking judge and a magistrate. It was a judge. It was not. Yeah, same thing. And it was funny. He just looked at me and goes, "Mr. Howland, I hope I never see you again." But I will tell you, because he knew, and I said this to him beforehand. I said, "I didn't see my probation officer for 7 months, so why are you charging me? You gave me a $250 fine because you felt your county felt guilty, and
Mhm.
you knew what was going on,
Mhm.
and I just hit it right before the statute of limitations. And you called him out. It's stenographer, obviously put it in,
Yeah.
and he was reading, the report and stuff. And he goes, Amy, did you really not see your? He was supposed to be on probation for a year. He did his jail time. He surrendered for a weekend. That's what you do in Berry County,
Mhm.
which I told you that he
Yeah.
was there. They thought I was just visiting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like 6 hours soon, I was doing
Yeah.
cocaine and back and forth. Finally, they took
Oh,
me into
shit.
intake. But it was funny. I didn't obviously say it, but you trying cocaine? And my car was still there, handicapped. My car was still there with the fucking handicap from my hip replacement. The fucking application was. But no, he looked at it. She goes, "Yes, that's true." He goes, "Well, Amy, you're not going to get your money." And he goes, "I'm going to take the 7 months off of the 1440 that you paid for the year that the holiday made was 14. Oh, it was $1,440.
Yeah.
He goes, he started laughing. And he goes, "Mr. Holland, what are you?" I said, "Oh my God, this is like rent. You're back." He goes, and he actually smirked, and he goes, "Okay, this is what you owe. Can you pay?" And it was like $368 And he goes, "Mr. Holland, I want to make sure that you'll never come back here." I said, "I'm never driving at the end of that lake again." And I said, Your Honor, I didn't even want to be here. I was only supposed to be here for a couple of months for a hip replacement. And I'm here over 3 years. No, at that point, it was a year and a half.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Please don't come in front of me again." But he did it with a smirk. He was laughing because he knew how
I
stupid it
know it
was.
would suck to be in Berry County Jail.
The funny thing is, I was there for 3 days. So they finally it took me on Friday. I got out Sunday
Yeah.
at like 7 p.m. Right? But I was out when you and I talked about Kalamazoo County, and you never
Yeah.
go outside.
Yeah.
Dude, they took me outside like 5 different times, all of us,
Oh, I remember you said that. Yeah.
because they had nothing else to do.
Yeah. So the guys want to move around too and stretch their
They
legs.
actually came and watched with us
Yeah.
and listened to our stories. And they're like, and that's when I told you, remember I told you, when you go into jail, everybody's like, "Oh, I found God, I'm going to do this."
Yeah.
And as soon as they get out, they're reverberating.
To the same shit.
Hmm.
Fucking, the worst part of Kalamazoo County Jail is if you don't get to go to Gen Pop, bro, you're fucked.
Yeah, you're fucked.
You're
The
fucked.
4-man cell sucked.
No,
And
they
you were
don't.
in a 6.
I was in no, that's
But I went up. Yeah, you're right.
That's
I looked it up. I went into A13. The one straight up
yeah,
straight up, and then to the left hand side.
because they don't put
Yeah.
they don't put the
We had 2 windows.
they don't put the white boys in with the niggas unless you piss the guards off.
Actually, we had a very diverse.
No, up
but
there they'll put the niggas up there with the white boys, but y'all gonna majority rules. Y'all gonna be deep as hell.
you know what?
The-
What's
the-
funny?
the
I
niggas
always
that-
killed everybody on Monopoly. Remember, I told you when I got let out on early release with the contempt with Shaver when I was wet. So Doorlag comes in. Officer Doorlag. He knew me. But remember, I told you that I was playing Monopoly. I was about to win
Well,
for
see,
the
he-
4th fucking time.
I've never seen him before because he worked a certain wing.
So he ran
He
the
worked
trustees.
the A
He
wing.
ran the trustees, though.
Oh, okay.
That's who you got to get in bed with.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
He knew that Detective Phillips was a senior detective with my old ASO soccer coach.
I remember you said that. Yes. What the fuck?
Oh, dude, that's
No. Like when you go to Gen Pop, which is like B West or the dorms or something like that. Now,
Yeah, I
or
was an A.
you
I
go
was right upstairs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's Gen Pop.
Yeah.
So, but now the way they got it set up,
Is this after the new jail?
Yeah.
The new one? Yeah.
the shit was so crazy, bro. The whole 5 days I was in there, they kept me in fucking in holding.
You said that holding, which
Bruh.
it sucks.
Suck dick.
They give you a bed for like 3 of you. And
No,
the
it
fucking
was 2
shit.
bunks. It was 2 bunks, but
I can hold you so. Where it's just concrete.
oh no, that was back. No, yeah, that is holding.
When you come in the doors with the
Yeah,
top pull
all
up,
of
and then
it-
you have to go up the
Yeah,
shitty stairwell. Yeah, and then
all
intake right there.
all of that is holding. Every one of them. Now, when you're in the holding tank,
That's where
The tank.
when you first come in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
they put you in the tank.
See, they wanted me for the contempt. They wanted to leave me in there. And I said, guys, come on, can I go somewhere else? I'm
Bro,
in
I
here for
was
10
begging
days.
him to move me out that motherfucker, man, but I really wasn't. But I was on the guards were so cool though, right? And
Sure is no, he is a sergeant because they have the three.
yeah,
Yeah.
stripes.
So yeah, and I asked. Sure is the intake guy. He does the bail bond stuff.
Yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah,
He deals with all
yeah.
intake bail bond, and he'll shoot you out if you're still in holding. He'll shoot you out because he doesn't want more paperwork. He hates it.
Well, they got me out of the tank and they put me upstairs into a 2-man holding cell on the block.
You said that. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And so
Was the TV's way to the left and way to the right?
no, there's only one TV down in like the waiting area where the trustees sit at when they're done cleaning up and shit, like after breakfast and lunch and shit. So
I never went
the
there.
trustees will sit right there and
I
you can
probably
see them.
cleaned it.
Well, you had to you couldn't hear the TV because they didn't turn the volume up on it. You could
No, they
just,
never, and
you had to lip,
especially if
you had
there's
to
a
lip
football
read.
game or something.
Yeah.
Yes,
You had to lip read. Well, I'd rather watch the fucking game than fucking sit
well,
there
they would turn on the
and
game that was interesting to everybody,
yeah,
but people would get loud and start
yeah,
doing, but they would turn down the fucking volume.
yeah.
But then all the shit when you went to sleep, they would turn up like Lucy and all that shit fucking high.
Dude, I was in there, and mind you, it was only 5 days. This is the last time I've been in jail. This was in 2022.
Days was
And
like 50, dude.
it is. Well, it feels like an eternity.
Yeah.
But if you want to, like the trustees, it was Amanda's cousin, Poppy, he was on trustee. And I'm like, nigga, slide me a motherfucking extra milk or something.
Yeah.
So the guard, he was like, we got an extra bag left over. We'll bring you an extra bag back, Clark. So it never did though,
Yeah.
but Poppy slid me an extra milk. And the nigga who I was in the cell with, he didn't drink milk, so I had his milk too. And they would slide me like extra the Kool-Aid drink packs, the little white ones and sugar free. Yeah, yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. I'm like, man. So
When I was in there, they actually went from caffeinated coffee to decaf because we got
yeah.
too nuts.
Well, I didn't get no coffee. They didn't give us coffee.
Oh, they used to wheel in that little cart, like
Yeah, with the cups of coffee.
electrical cart type deal
Yeah.
that you
Oh.
see electric
No, I never
double.
seen it.
That little piece of shit, but they had two tiers on it.
No,
One
I
on
never
the-
seen it. They never gave. I didn't get.
Yeah, and then you just push it. Yeah.
So when I went to court and I got the PR bond that day,
Personal guidance.
yeah, I got the PR bond, which I knew I would because my age, and I haven't been in trouble since I was fucking 19 years old,
Yeah.
17, 19 years old. And so the judge, when they walked me down to the courtroom, and the judge was like, and they were like, he was reading the warrant and shit. He was like, what the? He was like, what the? Oh, Mr. Clark PR, boom, because the warrant was bullshit.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that you told me that. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's not on
because
air, but yeah,
they
yeah.
just get they
It was
got
just stupid bullshit.
they were
Yeah.
mad because they didn't even
Because they couldn't get you. That
no
was
they
that was
no
Caleb,
they
wasn't it?
yeah
Yeah.
they didn't want me. They wanted my son,
Well, they kept your two
my
cars,
youngest
though.
son.
They kept your two cars, though.
Huh?
They kept your two cars.
Yeah, they kept my 2 cars. And,
Which
and,
are
and
probably fucking other people.
yeah,
And it's
and
in your
no,
way.
I got to tell you that because I had just got I just got the Durango, right? I was parked in front of my house, and
Same one that, yeah,
yeah,
almost
same
like,
one
yeah,
that she got,
yeah,
the exact
yeah,
same one
yeah.
that she has now. Yeah, got her I bought her a truck haul, Jeep Grand Cherokee truck haul,
Hey, yes, I've seen that.
and they took it.
Oh, they took the Jeep too?
Yeah,
So I got to ask you, because you and I were talking, and I don't know if you want to go, it's not bad, but when they took the Durango,
hmm
okay, and we know it's off of Lake Street,
yeah.
why the fuck? And I'm just asking you this, just man to man,
Yeah.
brother to brother.
hmm
Why the fuck would you park it right next to the fucking goddamn county fair where they did when they did hold the arms and ammunition?
Yeah.
Those are all the guns they confiscated, and my gun
Yeah.
was there with verdicts and shit like that, and they sold it. Okay, and I let it go because my.
That's what they wanted to do. They
But why
wanted
the
to
fuck
get the
would you
money off
park the
that
car
goddamn
right
truck.
there on off a lake, even though they couldn't see it?
Bro, them
Why?
trucks were worth money. That
But
motherfucking
why would you
my
park it off a
Durango
lake?
didn't even have 3,000 miles on it.
But why would you park it off a lake?
Well, I don't know, they're idiots. They don't give a fuck.
Oh no, no, I'm starting to think about it, and that's why I'm asking you the
Yeah,
question. Like lakes, I mean, dude, everybody goes duck in, waddle out,
yeah. I
and
hate
that's
that fucking bar. I went there one time with Jerry. and we had got lunch. We were on our lunch break, and he was like, "Yeah, I got good food in here." I ordered a burger, right? A burger's the simplest shit, right? You
Yeah.
can make a burger, but no, I hate the frozen patty burgers.
You remember up in, what was it? Up Peninsula or whatever it was? It was
Peninsula.
Old Peninsula.
Oh,
Okay.
Peninsula
So
downtown.
you remember the bank that looks like the Coliseum, right? That always is for lease, right? On that white building
Yeah,
where they
the
actually put
bank.
up the lights right before
Yeah.
you could walk in the
Hmm.
back parking lot, right? So that when Old National Bank went out of there, okay, it went to an insurance company, shit like that. But the building next door is the FOP. And that's a 24-hour bar. And I walked in there.
What? Really?
You didn't know that? If you go right past, it looked like the Coliseum because
You
it's got the
can't drink
pillars.
for 24 hours, can you?
Okay.
Oh, well, yeah.
Bar. Yeah, it's open 24 hours.
Okay.
It's like deja vu.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, you wouldn't know it.
Yeah.
And John actually took me up there.
Yeah.
And because he met the guys right here with the Knights of Columbus,
Yeah.
the building right next door.
Yeah, because the
That
cops used
now
to
is
hang out
down.
in there.
That's demolished.
It's
Yeah,
open.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's because fucking the Catholic religion couldn't fucking take care of the shit. Yeah.
Oh, what happened with
Yeah,
it?
but no,
I
that's
thought
because they lost
AUB bought
funding.
him out.
No, they lost funding because the fucking goddamn guy that was at the Catholic church that the red brick building that had the school,
Yeah.
he had to leave, and he's still he actually got promoted, but he left. They promoted him to a now he's a bishop or some shit.
Oh, I thought he wouldn't work for the city. Like
No,
the
he's a
mission.
bishop. He's a bishop now.
Oh, shit.
You know, they transferred him to a bishop and gave him a promotion
Well, what?
just to shut because NDAs,
Yeah.
non-disclosure acts.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the funny thing is, John took me there, and I was like, "What the fuck are we doing?" And remember, it's all glass outside.
Yeah.
There's a door.
Yeah.
If you go up to
They
the
had
second
stained
floor
glass.
upstairs,
Yeah.
which is shorter than all the buildings, okay,
You're talking about right here.
there's a 24-hour bartender for the shops. It's an FOP,
You
Fraternal Order of Police.
Yeah, no, I know
Yes,
that.
yeah.
Are you talking? That was downtown, or was that right here?
That's still there. Yes.
Oh, is it?
Nobody
Okay.
knows what it is. If you walk in there, I think it's vacant right now underneath. Okay,
Mhm.
the first floor. But you go to the second floor. That's where the cops go.
Oh,
24 hours a day when they get off first shift, second shift, third shift. You know, I
yeah.
know exactly. 2 a.m. shift change. If you ever are drunk, 2 a.m. you leave because you got about 20 minutes leeway to get the fuck out of town.
Well, I thought they did 12-hour shifts. 7-7.
Dude, that's
7.
detective. That's the detectives. Not actually. If you're a sergeant, you only do 8-hour shifts. Okay. And anybody that the sergeant has underneath them, because that's your people. It's no different than me going to a job site and having my construction guys.
Mm-hmm.
You work certain hours. It's like the union. You get in there at 7:30 or until 6:30. You start at 7. 6:30 they're there. They won't start till 7. But at 3 o'clock, they get off at 3:30. But they'll sit there and they'll start fucking packing up about 2:45, and they'll sit in their car until 3:30, and then they'll fucking leave.
Well, can you blame them?
Same,
I would too. If I
no,
can get away
same
with
thing
it.
with cops.
Yeah.
There's a window. It's no different than satellites. You can actually, if you know the satellites and how they move around the Earth, that's why they call it ghost planes.
Did you?
That's why they call it ghost planes. If you have
Did
that
you
knowledge
hear
and
about
know,
this fucking? This,
but yeah, but what I'm going to say is upstairs. I walked in, they're like, "Oh," and I was like, and John looked at me. I was like, "Fuck." And they said,
Dude, I
"You're Mark Holland. You're the one that actually ran away from the cops on Gull Lake on your jet ski, and you fucked up our props." I said, I looked at him, and you know me, I'm an asshole, right?
I left.
I said, "You guys didn't charge it to me, but you know what? I also put sugar in your fucking sheriff's boat too, as well." And the gas tank, and they they were like, that was you." I said, "Oh no, that was me. But a lot of other people on Gull Lake."
I would have fucking laughed.
That's why they take out their boats now.
I
Take them back.
Dude, I would turn around and walk out there and be like,
Oh,
John,
but they laughed about it.
I'll see you
They
later,
laughed
brother.
about it. They laughed, and John was looking at me like, "Oh my god, are you fucking kidding?" And then we went to Mermaid.
Oh yeah,
The Charlie Palm, yeah, the one I tried to buy.
God damn, that was a
Yeah.
long time ago.
That was before I left. Charlie Palm sold that in 2000. He sold that finally in 2004, and he was going
Because
to do me a
remember, I
long
don't know
time
if you
ago.
remember or not, the Deja Vu used to be on Porter's Road.
Yes,
Yeah, back in the day.
yeah, that was Mike Jelly. He actually
Yeah.
owned the mansion on Gull Lake. Big ass mansion on Gull Lake.
So when you said satellites, that reminded me of something.
Yeah.
I
So satellites move all the time,
yeah,
but there's black spots.
did you know that they just recently found when they started setting up the new satellites, they found a satellite that was not supposed to be there. They didn't put it
That
up.
was a Russian satellite.
No, Russia didn't put it up. China didn't put it up. And they're like, what the fuck is this satellite doing here?
Please tell me it wasn't Musk.
No, no, they checked Elon Musk.
Yeah.
They
Because he put up a ton of satellites.
they
We
checked.
don't even know how many satellites are up there.
Yeah, they checked. Well,
Between Bezos and Musk, they put up like
the
1,000
the
fucking.
government knows.
Yeah.
They know that neither one of them put them up. Putin was arming up to go to war with us because he thought that we put
He
that
still is.
satellite there. He is. He's doing crazy shit right now.
Oh, he's in a bunker.
Yeah. Well, he built.
That's
his
why
fucking-
somehow, some way, his oligarchs are fucking dying all of a
Well,
sudden.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
But he will go to the funeral and say, "Oh, my condolences."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he's vicious.
Oh, that's the Kremlin.
But yeah.
Yeah.
But he
It's the FSB actually.
Putin,
They'd say it's gone, but it's
so
not.
Putin, China, the US, and they're trying to figure out who put that fucking satellite there. The satellite just appeared. It was just there, and it has these rods in it that are completely energy. And if they were to fire off down into the earth, they could
Now you just
destroy
said
a
that.
whole
Now you just said that.
fucking continent.
You know who it is?
Aliens. No, we don't have that technology.
Dude, no. There's one family that has that technology,
Yeah.
and they don't share it. They run the world, and that's the Rothschilds.
No, dude.
Yeah, honestly, because I remember hearing about it.
This motherfucker is beyond our technology.
You know how the Rothschilds actually
Yeah.
became so fucking rich?
War.
No. You know why the Bush family? You know why Bush lost the fucking Texas Rangers?
The what?
George Bush Sr. told George Bush Jr.
The Texas Rangers?
Rangers, yeah, he
Yeah.
owned the baseball team.
Oh, the baseball. Okay.
Yeah, because of oil, right? Texas,
Yeah.
right? But you know what he? Oh my God, yeah, you gotta read this shit, man.
I'm gonna teach you and show you guys. Hold on, I'm trying.
It's funny because what had happened? It's no different than Rothschilds when Roosevelt was in. Oh no, yeah, it was Roosevelt. Roosevelt actually signed over. Remember the Great Depression?
Look, look.
These beings, these Igigi people, they got
But-
together on Mars, had a discussion about it. They said, well, time to go to war. Time to go into war against the gods of Earth. That's Anu, who was the father. And then Enlil and Ea Enki. That is a trinity right there. Like those three people were running the planet.
God, we're getting a God and religion now.
No. See, he breaks this shit down to you, and all this shit is in the Bible.
Do me a favor.
Yeah.
Turn that off real quick and look up why did Pluto is no longer in our solar system.
Pluto is no longer in the solar system.
That's the last planet that we
the
look at.
ninth planet.
Yeah.
I thought we just
Neptune and then
discovered-
Pluto.
I thought we just discovered a 10th planet
No.
recently.
Pluto all of a sudden is gone.
Pluto is gone.
Gone. They had and Pluto was the one that had 5 fucking moons around
Yeah.
it. Yes. It goes
Pluto's
Neptune
gone?
and then Pluto. Yes. Pluto's gone.
What the?
It's no longer in
I
our
never-
solar system.
Wow, I never fucking
Yeah.
heard that.
It's gone.
This is the first time I heard that.
Yeah.
It says why Pluto is not a planet.
It's not. It's
The
gone.
moon, isn't it?
No, it's gone. It fell out of the solar system. Supposedly.
The team of astronomers and scientists. You know,
This dwarf planet Eris.
this is the saddest story.
Let's see.
The story about how a team of astronomers and scientists killed an entire planet. Some of you may be enough to remember this happening, but some of you may have gone your entire lives thinking our solar system only has 8 planets. But at one point, there was 9. And National Astronomical Union demoted the much-loved Pluto from its position as the ninth planet in our solar system to one of 5 dwarf planets. The exact reason as to why they made this decision, we'll get to that in just a moment.
Yeah.
But this sparked widespread global outrage that
Oh.
clearly the International Astronomical Union did not see coming. People around the world objected to the planet's demotion and caused some people to actually protest, trying to save their favorite little planet. Granted, many of the protesters
Because that's the youngest one. That's the golden child type deal.
some Pluto activists took this very seriously. One of the people who took part in advising the International Astronomical Union's decision on Pluto was none other than Dr. Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Yeah.
A lot of
Tyson is, dude. I'm surprised he's not
smart
dead.
as fuck.
I'm surprised he's not dead yet.
Right. So the government
generation.
Yeah.
'Cause he's
But they
smart as
can't.
fuck.
They can't kill him
No, he's a fucking professor.
because everybody will know. Everybody will know.
Yeah.
Through goodness.
You had it coming from the beginning. Respect on Dr. Neil deGrasse Tyson's name. Even if you disagree with his decision, arguably the man has done just as much, if not more, for global science communication than Carl Sagan. So Neil, he gets the pass. But the person who was largely responsible for the demotion of Pluto is someone that you may not have heard of before. It's this guy, Mike Brown. In fact, his Twitter handle is
PhD.
Pluto Killer. So the
Yes.
man is the astronomer responsible for discovering
And that was back in 2006.
point was thought to be larger than even Pluto, but it later confirmed that it was nearly identical in size. Eris was found beyond Neptune's orbit in the scattered disk, which is where many other icy small solar system bodies reside. But as we learned more about Eris, Mike Brown and other astronomers found out that Pluto had more in common with Eris than Pluto did with any other planetary body that we found in our solar system. This led to the eventual decision in 2006 to officially demote Pluto.
So
Why they decided to do this?
turn that off. I'm going to tell you
Fine.
right now. And I almost want to stay the night here just so we can just keep doing this podcast because Pluto, actually, our government looks at it as, remember in the Bermuda Triangle, right?
Mhm.
That's where they think Atlantis is. And we have huge bricks going down like a stairwell
Yeah.
type deal.
Mhm.
And it's literally like 3,000 feet underneath the actual where the surface level is,
Yeah.
where the water is.
Yeah.
3,000 feet.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
So
It-
how
it's-
in the fuck? How in the fuck did they
But what we think,
happen to Pluto?
so what we did under Bush, that's what I was trying to tell you. Under Bush and Dick Cheney. Dick Cheney went to wars in Iraq and shit like that,
Mhm.
made fake wars. Saddam Hussein was an asshole.
Yeah.
He didn't do shit.
Fuck no, he didn't do
No.
nothing.
And we know that because there's no factual shit because we didn't find anything. We
Yeah.
just stole everything.
Yeah.
And Kuwait, the only reason we went to war with Kuwait with his dad, George Bush Jr.'s dad,
Yeah.
when he was in, that's why he didn't get reelected. We only wanted the oil. We wanted commodities.
Yeah.
Okay. But they're looking at Pluto. George Bush Sr. actually said, okay, here. And that's why, remember when we got rid of NASA? We did. If you look it up, we got rid of NASA. And you haven't heard about us going up to the moon or doing anything at all. We don't send shuttles. We didn't do it after Bush. And now they're bringing it back. That's why Bezos and Elon Musk is doing this, what they're doing. Okay? And that's why it's now.
And Zuckerberg too.
But Zuckerberg, he's a fucking peon. Musk and fucking Bezos.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you get done with your load? Yeah. I had to. But anyways, there's some heaviness to this story. But no, it's really weird because if you think about it, George Bush Sr., he was only in one term, right?
Bush too.
No, one term. George Bush Sr., Bush Jr. was in 2 terms because he had the Iraq War.
Oh, yeah.
And that's when the 2 towers got. That's why,
Yeah.
remember, that's why he got reelected.
9/11.
But it was Dick Cheney who fucking profited billions of dollars because he owned the fucking
Yeah.
arms dealer.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was his company.
Yeah.
That top of the images.
Yeah.
But no, he was the one that shot, remember? He shot him in the ass when they're ducking.
Yeah, but it was
Oh, Dick Cheney shot the senator in the ass.
you know, he
And
did it on
everybody,
purpose.
when you go, hey, you go this way.
Yeah.
You don't go, hey.
Yeah, right.
No, it was just, and then it got squashed.
Yeah. Shit else.
Yes. But Senior actually fucking said, go ahead. And that was the last shuttle that went up. And it never came back. Remember? It never came back.
Yeah,
We said there was 2 people on it. They never came back.
yeah.
And even Lance Armstrong and the other guy that was supposed to be on the moon.
Buck,
Uh,
what the fuck's his name?
yeah, it was Buck. Shit.
Fuck, I can't. It was something like that to that effect.
But he had a really
He
cool
had
last name.
country ass name.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Maybe Arnold. Maybe.
I know you're talking
Yeah,
about though, but yeah.
yeah. But anyways, they never came back. And then all of a sudden, we lost Pluto at the same time. 2006. That was when George Bush went and Clinton took over.
Well, what the fuck happened to it?
Gone. All of a sudden, gone.
How? That's what I'm saying. How the
One
fuck?
day it was there. Next day it was not. Nothing. Not scatters. Not pieces of it. Gone from existence.
We don't.
So what people are thinking is, I know I'm getting into conspiracy. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
But what had happened is because the Rothschilds own everything, pretty much. They own all the federal banks because of Roosevelt. They signed it over. We don't even own our own federal reserves because actually the United States is actually on paper, the United States is a corporation. Okay. The federal banks were owned by the United States, but when the Great Depression in the 30s,
Yeah.
Rothschild said, we have so much money because of the Nazi shit that they stole.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Of the gold, paintings, everything that they stole from the Jewish people, because
Yeah.
Jewish people owned all the real shit. And
Yeah.
now you see the paintings that are sitting here
Mhm.
are actually going to the real families.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, thank God. Okay. But that's almost 100 years, no, about 87 years later.
Yeah.
Okay. But what had happened was Rothschilds made a deal with Roosevelt. We'll back you. And this is when Hitler's in South America and Brazil.
Yeah.
Or no, Peru. I'm sorry, Peru.
Well, Peru is in South America.
Well,
so is
yeah, but
Brazil.
Peru is farthest down.
Yeah.
Okay. So when they have winter, we have summer and vice versa.
Because they're on the equator.
Just under, I think it's not a Capricorn, it's the other one. Fuck, what is it? Whatever. So there's Capricorn, the equator is Capricorn, and it starts with a C, but I want to say like Caprice or whatever it is. But that's underneath it. But that's why they all went. But during the war, he knew he was going to lose. Knew he was going to lose. That's why everybody, all of his they somehow, some way took a boat and took it, and that's why Hitler was never found. They say he was killed, but no, he was not.
Yeah, they say
Bullshit.
Yeah, they say killed himself.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
You know, that's almost like you showing me that picture of Tupac. It looks like just like him, but he looks like a Jay-Z version.
Yeah, with the dreads.
Yeah,
long
the
dreads.
cornrows and all. Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyways, what they're saying is actually we sent up those 2 astronauts to go and blow Pluto because what the aliens, what we're saying, like what and even Fox said, I think God was an alien. So, and funny that he actually took it in.
Yeah.
But that's how cool he is. I could only imagine the conversation between Charlie and him.
I know, right?
Oh God,
Yeah.
we'll find out tomorrow.
I know.
But no, yeah. All of a sudden, one day it was there, and that's the funny thing. There's only one person that owns a scope, a telescope that is like the government. There's only 8 of them in the world. Okay, and one of them is owned by a private person, and
What,
he's
like something like the Hubble?
yeah. So we have 7 government satellites or telescopes that actually can go and have the technology to do it. This guy made it out of nothing. It's almost like Charlie said, we got food and blah 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 off of dumps. There's so much you can actually find in a dump,
Yeah.
But that's what this guy did, and that's why the movie Armageddon came out. The same that was based off of him. The movie is with Bruce Willis and everybody,
Yeah.
Owen Wilson, all that shit. But beautiful actors. But it was actually people don't understand Armageddon isn't built around just entertainment. It was actually the guy that has the only fucking telescope that sees just like the government, and he's the one that brought it up. He goes, "It's gone within 24 hours." There's gone. If a planet gets hit by a meteorite, there's going to be, shit. I mean, it's like you and me. If we get blown up in a grenade, you're going to see our flesh, certain parts of it. Yeah, nothing. Gone. There's no trace.
That's what I'm trying to understand.
That's why we only have 8 planets.
So do you think
in our solar system?
What I'm thinking now, by that being said, is that fucking planet probably wasn't a planet. It was probably some type of vehicle.
No, what they're saying is so like Atlantis and shit like that, Bermuda Triangle, is that's where the actual gods were, because the gods, if you look in mythology, you know this, okay? So we're going to talk, because I know mythology, you do too as well. You're intrigued by it, and you did it.
Yeah.
I did a thesis on it. I wrote a paper on it. Which was kind of funny that you and I talked about it last night. But they're thinking that, remember when the Roman Empire, with the aqueducts and shit like that, they were very sophisticated.
Yeah.
Okay. But when the Romans, there was one last Caesar, and that was Marcus Aurelius, when he married Cleopatra. Okay.
He wasn't a Caesar,
when he wasn't, but he was pretty much a Caesar.
He was a general.
He was a general that actually had more power than Caesar.
Yeah.
Okay, because he had not only 40,000 soldiers
He had more
just
than
with the
that.
Romans.
He had,
He had countries behind him.
Yeah.
And Egypt.
Yeah.
And Egypt is one of those that
That's
have
what they
mystical
know
powers and shit like that. The pyramids.
When Marcus Aurelius went to Egypt, they was like, "We not going to war with this motherfucker." We knew he was coming.
Yes.
Because they knew about him, because he went all through Africa.
The funny thing is, remember in the Bible though, and it's a movie too. Marcus Aurelius, even though he married Cleopatra, they had love together.
Yeah.
Remember, he got a little bit sick because he got poisoned.
Yeah.
But remember, in the Bible, and actually, if you actually read the shit and just read it, about Marcus Aurelius and Cleopatra, separate books, they'll say, remember, Cleopatra actually killed herself.
Yeah, she was the only
But
female
remember,
pharaoh.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes. But remember, Marcus Aurelius lived, and then he killed himself afterwards because she thought he was dead. She killed himself with a snake, right?
Yeah.
And she knew it. She killed herself thinking he was dead, but then he came alive because he was just sitting in a coma pretty much.
Yeah.
And then he killed himself. Oh no, he got killed because her protectors, her bodyguards, thought he killed her.
Right.
But she killed herself because she knew that her love of life was dead.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's when the Roman Empire fell. Caesar got fucking murdered. And that's when it was a republic.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then that's when a democracy. That's where the democracy started.
Bro,
Senators. That's why
on fucking Pluto not being there.
It's gone. Because they think after the Roman Empire, because the Greeks and stuff like mythology, okay, and every single thing that they brought in, okay, correct. But no, the Greek. So what we thought and what Bush thought, and then when in Clinton, we'll never know because until 60 years, which you and I will be dead, because they harbor the shit.
Yeah.
The Book of Presidents is real.
Yeah, the Book of Presidents is real.
And only the president knows.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the president will be killed. That's one of the things, John F. Kennedy. Okay? I'm not getting off. So, John F. Kennedy actually got killed by the Jackalonis. Sorry. Well, I know Jack is dead
mob.
in Detroit because he knew too much shit. And he was letting the book of secrets go.
No, what it was, it didn't have nothing to do with from what I've seen, what I've heard, and what I've read, what it was is JFK was the mob actually got him elected to the presidency.
Yeah, they did.
Him and his brother Bobby.
Yeah, Joe Kennedy.
Yeah,
it was a bootlegger. Yes,
their father.
Cyrus. He was the one that actually made them the money. Everybody. Cellini's, fucking Jackalonis. Yeah.
But he did not deliver on what he promised to the mob when he got elected to presidency.
And there is a book out there about Joe Kennedy's memoir, and what Joe says, because he obviously lived past his sons.
Yeah.
Okay? Even though, and that's why JFK Jr. got killed.
Yeah.
It wasn't a fucking plane accident. That was a manipulation of just to say, don't fuck around with your other family because we will kill him. And that's why JFK, because he actually wanted to become president.
Yeah, see,
JFK Jr.
They said Lee Harvey Oswald was a patsy. They set him up for failure for him to take the fall. He was not the actual shooter.
It was no different than a street kingpin, and I'm using this analogy, street kingpin, saying to a young guy, white, black, whatever, it doesn't matter,
He didn't
saying,
get,
hey, I will take care of your family, but you need to do this.
yeah.
You're going to do it. But the fact of the matter is, Jack Maloney is actually killed. Same thing with
See,
Hoffa. Same
people.
with Hoffa.
Oh yeah, you'll never find him, but they'll
Oh,
never find
actually,
him.
yeah, they will.
No, they won't.
Yeah, they will.
No, they won't. Hoffa is
He actually got put into an
one of
18
the
wheeler in
ones.
Salt Lake,
Yeah, yeah,
Lake
yeah.
Havana,
But
and
everybody
it's,
thinks
it's
that he's in the
draining.
ocean.
No, it's draining.
No,
That's the thing. They're finding barrels.
no, but not him. You know what they did to him? This mob member that said he was there when Hoffa got extinguished, and they took him to the fucking car crusher. Put him in the back of the car. Put him in the car crusher. In the junkyard that
Mhm.
crushes the cars, turn them into a box.
Mhm.
Yeah, that motherfucker's in the queue.
You know Little Caesars, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Illich family. Do you remember when Illich's bought the Detroit Tigers, the old stadium,
Mm-hmm.
and they said, "Oh, Hoffa's buried under home plate." He actually
They dug
knew.
that shit up.
Yeah, he allowed him
But
to
but he wasn't
because he
there.
hated the Jackalones.
But he wasn't
No,
there.
motherfucker is in Nevada.
That,
He's in Nevada.
no, dude, he's long gone. I'm telling you what this
But
mafia motherfucker said
the
on
problem
here
is,
on the internet that the reason why they'll never find Hoffa, people think he's buried somewhere or he's in an ocean or something like that. No, they put him in a fucking car crusher in the back of the car that he was killed in, and put him in the back of the semi, took his ass to the fucking
remember,
junkyard
also his right hand man
and
too.
put them in the in the fucking car crusher, and the motherfucking machines, they compress the car and they turn it into a fucking square this goddamn big. That's what he's in. That's why they'll never find him. I just watched this shit the
I
other day.
know, but you know what? I've actually talked to people too as well because I was friends with the Illich family.
Mm-hmm.
Ron Illich was one of my good friends. Remember when I told you the story? I was on top and he was smoking crack. He's dead now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But the Illich family, I mean, Mike Jr. is dead. Ron Illich is dead because of crack. But I remember I told you the story and I've already cleared it with him, so it's fine because it's already there. It's open
Mm-hmm.
news. But remember I told you I went to that bar in Detroit and I was scared and I was upstairs and I was doing cocaine. Okay, it was
Mm-hmm.
and then we went up and it was a biker bar, but when we parked, it was all gated right behind the bar.
Yeah.
And I looked around. I said, "Are we safe here?" And he goes, "Yeah, we're safe." And I said, "Why?" And he goes, "Because we're on top of the cooler. You can't shoot through a fucking cooler.
The fuck's a cooler.
A walk-in cooler. It was a bar.
Oh,
It was a
okay.
bar.
Yeah.
We were on the second floor.
Yeah.
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 And that's when I called Bobby and I said, "Bobby, get me the fuck out of here. Come get me because I don't because I saw like 8 people around me just smoking crack." And I was I was like, "Fuck that shit," and Ron did it. Yeah. I mean, Ron used to get paid $250,000 a year to stay away from Little Caesars. He had an office with one plant.
Damn it.
Yeah, that's why Rebecca took it over. And then, funny thing is, so Rebecca took over Little Caesars. Marion Illich took over the non-controlling interest in the casino
Mm-hmm.
because when you have the beverages, because Little Caesars like Walmart, you have distribution, logistics, everything. All you're paying yourself, you're making money. So, but when you own casinos like Motor City Casino, he bought Solini. Actually, he's my uncle.
Yeah.
That's my mom's side uncle.
Yeah.
Solini, the soul. Yeah, that's where I got
Okay.
it. Yeah. And that's funny because that's Tom Solini. If you look it up, Tom Solini owned Motor City Casino with Illich. That's why I was introduced when I was over in Detroit.
Yeah.
I didn't know he was part of the family. But the funny thing is Tom actually got bought out by Illich because he was pissed off because Belle Isle, where they had the races,
Yeah.
the two yacht clubs.
Yeah.
Well, and then it was literally pretty much that whole island, right? Belle Isle was supposed to be where the casinos were supposed to be. The Greektown Casino, Motor City, they had like different, the Harrah's, all that shit was supposed to go there. But Eric Kilpatrick didn't get the money back because he was so fucking loose and he was doing other shit.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that's why Belle Isle still doesn't have casinos there, and that's why they moved him in town.
Mm.
But he bought out my uncle, which I didn't even know was Tom Salini. He bought him out, and Tom Salini left. He went back to Italy and died.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, yeah. He said, "Fuck this shit." And actually, it was what was the white mayor in Detroit? Shit. It was Kilpatrick. Obviously he went to jail. Um, again, a woman. But no, it was Mayor Daley was.
No,
Yeah,
David Chicago.
Daley Chicago. Oh, and John Engler. My
England was here.
yeah, I know Engler was the governor.
Of California,
Yeah,
in Michigan.
well, Engler was actually my dad, Mark Collins' attorney until he fucking went to governor.
Yeah, he was just
Yeah.
on the
He was corrupt as
on the-
shit.
fuck yeah, but he was on the board of for MSU after he
Turning a blind eye.
yeah.
Yep. Dude.
He was a dirty motherfucker. He had some fucked
God,
up
he was the way to turn it.
Michigan fucked up for the prisons. You know, because your ass, like any nigga, you catch a drug case, your ass going for 20 years. Engler had it to where motherfuckers was facing stupid state time. And then when Granholm came in after him, she was the one that got rid of some of them fucking laws.
I hated that mole on her fucking face. I just wanted to punch her.
She's in the state. She's in the She's in the
She
in the Senate now.
she was I think Granholm went.
She's in the Senate.
Did she was Secretary of State for a minute?
No, she's in the U.S. Senate now.
Well, usually, I mean, governor, you can't go back. You got to,
Yeah.
But she's got a fucking. She can't be there for that long though. The Senate.
8 years.
But if you're in Congress, you can be there a lifetime.
That's where she's in Congress.
Yeah.
You
can be there for a lifetime.
She's in the U.S. Senate. Yeah, she's in Congress.
Congress, yeah.
Yeah.
Congresswoman. Yeah.
Is that your fucking phone?
I just opened up because I wanted to look. It was fuck that. Oh, the Demo guy, Domino's. It starts with
Domino's
an
or
M.
Papa John's?
No, it was Domino's. No, John's guy. No, that was Schultz or Schuler or whatever it was. That actually got thrown out of his own company because he made the racist comment. That's why the NFL does it.
Yeah.
He actually was one of our neighbors on Gull Lake.
What?
I grew up with his son. Yeah.
Fucking ass. He's an idiot.
Well, he said some stupid shit, but that's when we were transitioning.
Yeah,
you know,
the board got rid of him.
Yeah, but he made billions still.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, he still owns 25% of the company. He's not majority shareholder.
I don't like Papa John's pizza. Not just because of that, but
You know
I
what?
just never cared for it. The sauce
their pizzas suck.
Yeah.
I will say that.
Yeah.
But their fucking breadsticks are fucking delicious.
They're all right. I like
the garlic sauce, dude. You can't fuck with the garlic sauce.
Garlic sauce is good, but I like Little Caesar's garlic.
Oh, Monahan was Domino's.
Okay.
So if you're driving 94 to Detroit, remember when you get right to Ann Arbor, right? And it splits off to 14.
Yeah.
Okay. If you go 14, and then you can go up, it's 69, which goes up, 696, and then goes 69 up to Lansing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you go left. But if you keep going to Detroit, you follow to where Bill Ford did the Heritage Museum or whatever it is, where he brought in like Tesla's house, brought in Einstein, all those houses he actually fucking brought into the Heritage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, I only know this because I didn't know this before, but Eve actually, because she's a member there, she took me in the moment. But it's old work. He brought in gas stations from all the prominent people in the world. DuPont's house did everything. He even brought in Winchester's house. Part of it. Well, part of it.
That motherfucker's supposed to be haunted.
Yes, he brought in the part that was just new because she used to renovate all the time. She never stopped construction.
The daughter.
Yeah. Because she said, and that's why when you go through doors and shit like that, and that was actually on a bunch of ghost shows too as well, is she would actually build something that led to nowhere and it was a dead end because you couldn't crawl through, and then boom, it was done because that was a spirit. She wanted to capture spirits because the Winchester family, a lot of people died, obviously.
Yeah, from
committing suicide, getting killed,
yeah.
blah blah blah, because it was one of those what do you call it? The like it's not a premonition, but it was it was what is the word for it? When you create something that is devastating to the world, you have it's like the Kennedys. It's just tragedy, pretty much, type of. But and we're gonna come back to that, but no, yeah.
Well,
dude.
fuck that. Let's take a break.
Man, Monahan.
I'm fucking hungry. I need to call my girl and see if this motherfucker go get me something.
But no, I want to say about Kennedy. So if you look at his the last book, I don't know who wrote it, and even the presidents tried to suppress it. But Joe Kennedy said,
I made a deal with the Giacalones, and I couldn't fulfill it, and that's why there was a 3-strike rule.
Oh, speaking of which,
So
that's
the
right there.
Giacalones made a deal with Joe.
Yeah.
And Joe, that's why Joe died at a young age alone on his compound
what
in
he did
fucking
was, what he
in
did was
Massachusetts.
he got his son elected president. So did the
Yeah.
mom.
Yeah.
And when he didn't, people forget this. You want to talk about
That was through the war.
well, hold on, no.
Bay of Pigs was
Yeah,
Kennedy.
but that
Yes.
wasn't no fucking war. We went right in and tore their ass up. But
Bay of Pigs was Cuba.
yeah, I know.
Yeah, we
But-
got fucked up in Cuba.
No, we didn't.
Yeah.
No, we didn't.
Castro
Yeah.
fucked us up.
No, we didn't. No,
we didn't go to war.
You-
We didn't even we
that's-
made it to land and he fucking killed everybody.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Castro knew it was coming because of fucking
Putin,
Rothstein.
not
No,
Putin,
Rothstein. Rothstein.
No, the Russian.
No,
because
Rothstein.
The Russians had fucking what was his name? The one Gorbachev, because he had.
Oh, the drunk?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because he put missiles over there in Cuba.
But it was actually Arnold Rothstein who actually was in.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, no,
but
he
all he
just-
said in Florida, I
Yeah.
had nothing to do with the mob. It was actually Arnold Rothstein that said to fucking the
He was
Cuban
smart.
Castro, he said, "We're coming." Because he was pissed off. Because remember when Castro got overthrown? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But before that, Arnold Rothstein was pissed because Castro, he was pissed off at the United States.
Yeah.
And because he had casinos and
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
And then Castro took him over.
Yeah.
And Arnold Rothstein thought, because he knew Kennedy, that he knew what was going to happen. And then Kennedy said, yeah, we're going to go in. He looked at it and going, just like you and me would,
Yeah.
it's business at that point. You took over my shit because remember when Castro overthrew, that was not Noriega, but it was another guy.
Noriega's there now, right?
Noriega got killed. He was part of Panama. Yeah. But it was Batista. Batista was a Cuban leader.
The one that's on there. with
Yes,
the shirts
yes, and
on
he
the murals and all that shit. Yeah.
yes, and Batista called up Arnold Rothstein, and that they had a good deal. Okay, that
Mhm.
he built the casinos. The mob built the casinos because Las Vegas was flourishing. Everything came out of Kansas City. Remember, didn't go fucking Detroit, Chicago, or New York. Everything went from Kansas City. Remember that?
Yeah. Isn't that the Kansas City Mafia?
Because they were the nucleus.
Well, they're
Yes,
right there in the hub.
Yes.
In the middle.
because
But they're,
yeah,
but they're, oh no, they still say they exist to
they
this
do.
day.
Yes,
The Kansas City Mafia.
yes, they do.
They
Yes,
say
they
they
do.
exist.
Yes, they do. That's still the outfit that Al Capone did. But what I'm saying, Batista got thrown out. Remember, he was one of the last people to leave on the plane.
I don't think he
But-
wasn't president. I think
He
he
was-
was like a general.
No,
or something.
the president was Batista, and then Castro came in because he was a farmer, didn't like Batista and what Cuba was doing. Then he nationalized everything.
Yeah.
Okay, which means when Batista left, that's why Arnold fucking got pissed. Arnold Rothstein,
Yeah.
which built with Buckley Siegel and Lucky Luciano.
Well, yeah.
Lucky Luciano.
It wasn't Arnold Rothstein. It was fucking
Meyer Lansky. Yeah.
Lansky, yeah.
But Rothstein, he
All
came
of
later
them had
after
something to do
Meyer.
with
Yes,
each other.
after Meyer.
All of
Yes,
them had to do-
Arnold Rothstein
because
came after.
Meyer and Lucky Luciano were best friends.
Yes, that was back in the 30s, going to.
Yeah, yeah.
But they lived till
During
I think
Prohibition
70s or
shit.
something like that. Yeah.
During the Prohibition and shit. Mike Lansky was fucking super smart. A Jew. He was super fucking smart. He was good with numbers, and he was super rich.
If you look at and you look it up,
Hold
if you
on,
look
hold
at what was it?
Hold on, I need to give me something to eat, bro. I'm hungry, as a motherfucker.
But if you actually look at like Budweiser and shit, when they like put and
Yeah.
the liquor, it was Seagram's, Jack Daniels,
Yeah,
and what was the other one? Jim Beam. Jim Beam was.
yeah,
That's where they actually turned it over to Prohibition because they already had this. That they actually the government used their factories to build for the war. Okay,
damn, bro.
for the war. But they still kept the liquor, the whole development, the engine, all the making of that in their factories, and they were actually it was Meyer Lansky that turned it, and then it was Rothstein that came in because he was a Jew with Lansky.
Yeah,
Yes, but you know what the funny thing is, and I'm not, I'm trying to stay on topic, but if you look at it, Meyer Lansky died of old age. Arnold Rothstein died of old age. Lucky Luciano was one of the only mobsters that actually died.
Rothstein got killed.
He got shot in the back of the head at the car game. Yeah, he got killed. He got killed by Mad Dog.
Mm-mm.
Yeah,
No, if
yes,
you
he
actually
did.
don't look at it. Yeah. I read the books.
Bro, Arnold,
That no, you're missing
Arnold.
it with the guy that no, you're mixing up Arnold Rothstein after Meyer Lansky, okay, because he was friends with him.
No,
He took over as like a
no,
son.
they
He was a
worked. No,
mentor.
Lucky Luciano and
He
Meyer
died of natural
Lansky.
ages. Or no, natural.
Arnold
Lucky
Rothstein,
Luciano did.
Lucky Luciano
He never got
and
killed.
Meyer Lansky used to work for Arnold Rothstein. They were. He was the
Arnold
boss.
Rothstein lived until
He was
1986.
no, he didn't. He was the boss. Meyer Lansky did. You're confusing it. Meyer Lansky lived until 86.
No, Rothstein
Yeah.
did too as well.
No, he
because
didn't.
because the government was trying to come to him, and he was sitting in Florida, sitting with his wife, going, "Nothing about the mob. I have no idea what you guys are talking about." That's a Jew.
Okay, hold on, bitch. I'm finna prove you wrong. You cocksmother.
But I do know Lucky Luciano died of old age.
Now you got me fucked up.
Al Capone died of syphilis,
Yeah, and
fishing in his own
Alcatraz.
fucking pond.
He died in Alcatraz.
No, actually, they let him go, and he died fishing in his own pond.
Jesus Christ, Mark, you're a fucking idiot.
That's serious, man.
No, you don't fucking. You like you don't know what you're talking about. I'm not sure.
I do know what I'm talking about.
Okay. Yeah, Google it. I'm gonna let you Google it because that's your thing.
Okay, well,
Fucking faggot. You cocksmother.
hold on. I'm gonna do this.
I'm gonna look out here and see if my girl like over here. I'm hungry as fuck, and I kind of want some Chick-fil-A. So you like Chick-fil-A?
How did Al Capone die?
Syphilis.
Yeah,
We know that.
yeah. So he was in, yeah, dude. He was in West Palm Beach on the island fishing, and he fucking fell over finally from syphilis. No, because the guys didn't fucking understand. He went to Alcatraz, but no, when he was out, he still ran the fucking outfit. But he died. His wife, oh no, actually, his girlfriend found him. He was fucking bent over. His guy, his secondhand man, whoever it was, I don't know because it doesn't.
From syphilis, right?
But yeah, he was fishing in his own pool because he thought he was catching bass because he loved the boats. He loved the lakes. Yes. Yeah.
He had a house here too. In this year.
Where did he have a house?
Here from here. You got him zoo. Let me see around here. So did Muhammad Ali.
How did Meyer Lansky die? Yeah, Meyer Lansky died in 1983 at the age of 80 from lung cancer. I told you. How did Arnold Rothstein die? See, I told you. Arnold Rothstein died in fucking Manhattan. He was sitting at Manhattan's Park Central Hotel at 7th Avenue, and he just killed, literally, he died. So he keeled over from a stroke and then died 2 days later at New York Polyolympic Hospital in Manhattan.
Who the fuck are you talking about? Which one?
Arnold Rothstein. It's right here. That's how he did.
Arnold Rothstein got his fucking head blew off in the card game, bro.
No, they said that he got shot
Yeah.
prior to
Yeah.
at a business meeting. But he died at Manhattan's Park Central Hotel at 7th Avenue near 55th
You know
Street.
how he made all his money? Gambling, and he rigged the World Series with the Chicago Subs.
The Black Sox.
Chicago Cubs.
Black Sox. Black Sox.
Look it up.
Black Sox. I know. Black Sox. I already know the story.
Bitch, I'm wearing black socks. I said the Cubs.
No, because no.
Look it up. You're doing everything else. Look it up.
Black Sox were from Chicago.
Yeah. You got the White Sox. And the Cubs.
But they call them the Black Sox because it's black. It's negative.
No.
Because he rigged it.
No.
Yes, he
They're still
rigged the
called
World
White
Series.
Sox.
I know they're called the White Sox, but they're called the Black Sox because they're who's the famous player that actually threw it?
Me no say.
That wasn't Joe DiMaggio, was it?
I don't think so. Joe DiMaggio, I think, played for New York.
Yeah, they called it Black Sox, man.
So you're a fucking Black Sox, you fucking prick.
You are too. Fucking, I'm not even typing. Just talk. Arnold Rothstein and the Chicago Black Sox throw in the World Series. I love Google. Look up Arnold Rothstein and the Chicago Black Sox. It is the White Sox. You're the Cubs fan or a White Sox fan?
Yeah, and ain't
Yeah.
no in between.
1919. Yep, they're called the Black Sox. Oh, yeah. Oh, no, it was Kaminsky.
That's the name of the stadium, Minsky Park.
So, since it was first played as a trial, the Black Sox defense, oh, yeah, that was 1921. That was Lucky Luciano
Yeah,
that Arnold Rothstein
right.
actually told him, I'm going to make you so much fucking money on
Yeah.
this one thing. Yeah. And that's actually, that's what it did. Yeah. Okay. Gleason.
Jackie
Tom,
Gleason.
yes.
Okay.
And Tom is his son. Remember?
Yeah.
Tom Gleason?
Yeah.
Yes. So, yeah. Jackie Gleason. Yeah. Chicago White Sox from 1919 through 2000 or 1923. He was the team manager. He was, yeah. So that's when they turned the White Sox to the Black Sox.
No, that's
And
when they turned the Black Sox to the White Sox.
it was still the White Sox. They
People,
said it was black because it was
yeah,
a scar because they found out that he fixed it.
yeah,
Yes.
but they were trying to get his ass for that. The government, they
Yeah,
wanted
they
him for
couldn't do
that.
it.
No,
They
they couldn't do it.
Yeah.
They couldn't do it.
Yeah.
He was too smart.
Yeah. And actually, they say he wasn't even involved.
He was.
Oh, that's where, and you're going to appreciate it. This is who I was trying to tell you. That's why Shoeless Joe Jackson never fucking, he wasn't even involved in it. That's why he never played again.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. Shoeless Joe Johnson.
And the reason why he was named Shoeless is because he lost his shoes during a home run going around the bases.
I was just about to say it. Yep. Yep.
I remember that. Carlos Kaminsky, the owner of the White Sox at that point.
Yeah, because it's still called Comiskey Park.
Yeah. Oh, and I love going to Chicago. When I go to Wrigleyville, you do not talk about the White Sox.
Bro, you better not wear White Sox nothing at Wrigley Field and vice versa. You better not do that shit because them motherfuckers are hard.
Don't go northwest.
And don't go to Soldier Field and wear anything Green Bay at Soldier Field where the Bears play at. But you'll get fucked up in that bitch. Them fans are hardcore. Chicago fans are hardcore. They will fuck you up. They'll just beat your ass for wearing some clothes.
The only ones that, because I love the Chicago Blackhawks. And remember, that stadium's right next to DePaul.
Yeah.
Okay. Right there. And it's literally right in the middle of a residential area.
You know, the only place you can go and wear.
But I'm saying, I've never, you're right. You're right with Wrigleyville.
Yeah. Wrigley Field.
And Soldier Field.
Yeah.
You're right. They are. But when you get into hockey, I've never seen so many people be scared of the Predators, Nashville Predators, when they play the fucking. And those are my two favorite teams.
No, fuck that, dude. Don't. You can go into. Yeah, you're right. But well, the Predators are fairly a new team. They haven't been around as long as the Blackhawks or.
The Blackhawks have always been there.
Yeah.
They were way back. Yeah, way back when 4 conferences.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And but the only place you can probably get away with that shit at, like with wearing a opposition's jersey and hats and shit, is at the United Center, where the Bulls play at. You can, they're not so hardcore as the other teams in Chicago.
I think that's because that's where they hold most of the concerts too, as well. It's kind of
Yeah. No, that's
and when they got rid of Jordan's not there back there especially when remember
now you can
remember the
the
Olympics, the Dream Team. Remember the Dream Team?
Yeah.
Remember that's why when we kicked everybody's ass.
Yep.
And then they went, no professional players are allowed.
Yeah.
We went to college.
Yeah.
Because we kicked everybody's ass.
Well, okay. Who was the last player to be? I know Kevin Garnett was, and I think Kobe Bryant, I want to say, were the last 2 players inducted into the NBA right out of high school. Now you have to have a 2-year college because college is where you really learn how to be a team player.
Oh my God, dude. I didn't even know this. Do you remember Boardwalk Empire?
Loved it. Lucky Thompson, true story.
Yes.
Yeah. He was
And
fucking with Lucky Luciano on
what
there.
was yes, yes.
Lucky Luciano was fucking one of his
I
underbosses.
used to watch that with so that came in
Sopranos
after
is
Sopranos.
shit.
That
Yeah.
came in right.
Yeah.
Yes, that
Yeah.
came in right out.
Yeah.
And there was always 3 shows. You started
Yeah.
at 9 o'clock and you ended at midnight.
It was fucking True Blood, Boardwalk Empire, and fucking Sopranos. No, I don't know in that
No,
order.
it was a Californication because that was on.
Oh yeah, that
Yes,
was on
yes.
Showtime. Yeah,
No,
Yeah,
it
we
was
could cover it.
Sopranos. It was
HBO.
some no, Curb Your Enthusiasm, Sopranos, and then
I didn't really
think
like
it was
with Larry fucking
Larry David.
yeah, I didn't really.
You
It was
like
funny.
DJ Smooth?
It was
You
funny.
like Smooth was that fucking movie.
Smoke
Yeah.
was funny as fuck.
Funny thing is, he doesn't even drink. He just likes sex.
Yeah, he was funny as hell in there. I ain't gonna lie. I didn't mind Curb Your Enthusiasm, but I wouldn't go out my way to watch
I
it.
didn't know this though, and I don't know why it brought up on my phone, but you remember Boardwalk Empire?
Yeah,
All of a
like I
sudden,
said, Nucky Thompson.
yeah,
He was a true
but the
character.
crazy,
He was
yeah.
what's it called it plays in?
What's his name? God,
The name with the fucked up teeth.
he was a nigger. He was a white guy.
I just said that.
Yeah, but
It don't matter if I call him a
was it?
nigga. Everybody a nigga.
What was his name?
He also played in Reservoir Dogs.
Yeah, he played in Armageddon.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Armageddon.
he was
Yeah,
the smart,
crazy
fucking-
one.
Yeah, that loves
Like the rocket.
Yeah, had the rest of that.
Yeah.
Am I not kidding?
Yeah. Yeah. Tied his ass. He was crazy as
But
fuck.
I didn't
in
know
that
this.
movie.
You know why that? Okay, so it says I somehow, some way, I don't know why this happened, but it says why did Boardwalk Empire end so abruptly? It did. They
Well,
had like 4 seasons.
No, 6.
Remember, he married the young girl,
Yeah.
and
The
then they
Irish
were on the
chick.
show. Yes,
Yeah.
they were on the beach,
Yeah.
blah blah blah, in the cabin type deal.
Yeah.
But it said it was forcibly stopped because what you and I just talked about. You said the outfit's still there.
Yeah.
There was death threats about it, and that's why they stopped the show because it's too real.
Yeah.
On Atlantic City.
Yeah. In
Yes.
Atlantic
Yeah.
City.
Yeah.
Yeah. New Jersey.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was a real character. Nobody knew about Nucky Thompson until that fucking show came out. Nobody. I've never heard of Nucky Thompson until Boardwalk Empire came out.
Nucky Thompson.
Yeah,
Nucky.
Nucky Thompson. Yeah.
Nucky, yeah.
And his like one of his
They actually say that Nucky was actually portrayed after Rossi.
no, Arnold was in the show. They had Arnold in the show. They had Lucky Luciano in there. They had um Maya Lansky was in there. They were characters. All of them were characters in the show. All of them. And Nucky, he didn't play no fucking games because he was the one supplying all the Canadian whiskey and
Irish.
yeah, no, Canadian. Canadian.
Oh,
And
yes, that's right.
yeah,
You did bring it down.
yeah,
Yes,
and he
yes.
was supplying it to LA, Chicago, New York.
Everyone.
Oh, yeah.
Because he knew the routes.
Yeah,
He knew how to do it.
yeah. And he wound up getting in debt with Arnold Rothstein because he paid him. Arnold Rothstein gave him a couple $100,000 front, and the load got jacked. And so this is the thing with Nucky. This is why he had to go to war, and this is why he had to. One of his underlings, James, he got cool with Al Capone when Al Capone was still working for Arnold Rothstein.
Oh, so what they're saying? Okay.
No, not Joe. His name was Joe, but Joe was in cahoots with all. He was a boss in Chicago. He was the boss of the Chicago mob before fucking Al Capone was.
Al Capone killed, and yeah.
No, Al Capone didn't kill him. He died from natural causes. Joe did, and then Al Capone took
Al
over.
Capone was his number 2 then.
Yeah,
Yeah. Well, he
and
wasn't technically.
yeah,
Al Capone killed a bunch of people to
Yeah.
get to them, but he trusted
yeah,
Al
yeah,
as
yeah,
like
yeah.
a driver.
Yeah.
It's almost
And-
it's no
and-
different than
And he
with
took
Denzel
over
Washington in that movie.
Out of time.
No, the
Denzel Washington
in the
or
gangster movie. Fuck.
American Gangster.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bumpy Johnson.
Yeah,
Bumpy
Bumpy
Johnson.
Johnson.
That was
Yeah,
almost like
Bumpy
Al
Johnson.
Capone was.
Yeah.
He wasn't there yet,
Yeah.
but he knew the insides and
Yeah,
outs.
yeah,
He knew the
yeah,
secrets. He
yeah.
knew the vault.
His name was Ellsworth Bumpy Johnson. His real name was Ellsworth.
And everybody loved him, I guess.
Yeah, fuck yeah. And everybody loved Frank because his real name in real life was not Bumpy Johnson. So when Denzel took over, his name is Frank Lucas.
Yeah, Frank
He
Lucas.
just got out of prison not too long ago, probably a few years back. But those were actual factual people.
I know the same guy that put him in jail actually got him out.
Yeah, because he went and got his law degree, and he got him out after
Yeah,
serving
he was
15
a
or
cop and he
25
went to the
years.
law.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he was. No, he was not a cop. He was a fucking.
detective.
Yeah, he
He had a
was.
special unit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yep, and he did. Yep, and then he went to law school and became a district
I
attorney,
do
and
have
then
because there's a couple books about well, I shouldn't say books, but online. There's a little controversy between that. Remember in the scene where Pro looks
mhm,
at him and says
with
to
Lee,
Denzel,
with Brandon Lee,
no, it was Frank Lucas and then
Crow.
Russell Crowe.
Oh,
He was the cop, okay?
yeah,
And he looks at him and
American
says,
Gangster,
he goes, "I got you, no matter what. Just give me
American
everything,
Gangster.
and I'll
No,
get you."
what he wanted more than anything was the dirty.
Yes.
And he told
But do
Frank
you
that
think because there's
you're
a
still gonna have
conspiracy behind when
17.
remember
You're
when
still gonna
Frank
have
left
17.
jail and I think it was in New York,
Yeah, it was.
which nobody even knew the prison there. It
Yeah.
looks like a regular building. But do you really think that Frank, because there's a little skepticism on how Frank lives now, because when he got out,
Well, let me tell you what
because
about.
he has a mansion, he did have a mansion when he got
Yeah.
out, but he looked at the whole thing. He walked out in the same suit, obviously,
No, they
and
took
he didn't
everything.
understand. But
They took all
how the
his
hell
homes,
can
all
you get
his
a fucking mansion? When actually, when he went in,
because of the movie.
no, they actually did that law where you can't profit from your own shit.
No, that's from a book. The
Movie
movie.
or book,
No,
you can't profit from
well, he did.
what
He
you get it
did.
from.
He did. He
See,
did. He got money from the fucking studios,
because
bro.
actually, if you look at it, because the shit I've read is both of it. His attorney actually moved over. It's no different than Carlito's Way
Well,
type deal.
well, whatever. I'm telling you.
I think what he actually took because remember he would never he always went he was very
Man,
trustful.
Frank got paid off that movie.
Oh, it did, but I'm
Yeah.
saying his attorney, which prosecuted and put him in jail,
Yeah.
think he fucking said some shit, and I think
Probably.
Frank did not give everything.
Probably.
He had
Oh
too
no,
many things.
he definitely didn't give
No,
everything.
because you know what? He was overseas, and he said, "I don't want to look at." If you've seen the movie, and this is true, he said to the
Who's
Oakland
Vincent?
guy, or the
Oh, the
yeah,
Vietnamese
remember, yeah,
motherfucker. Yeah.
but he said, "I never want to bring my black ass back here."
Yeah. I don't want to drag my black ass
But
back
he
here. Yeah.
said to his cousin, which is white,
He was mixed.
yeah, he said, "But we'll be back." Remember in the
Yeah.
movie, he said, "Yeah,
Yeah.
and you're my brother."
Well, see,
Yeah,
he still had
that's why he was motherfucking there. You better get that motherfucking shit on the plane.
what was said, and I don't know how true this is or not. I can't prove or disprove it. But what they said was that he had plenty of money put up with this particular person who he was getting the heroin from. He was holding a lot of money for Frank Lucas.
And remember, he would leave bags of cash,
Yeah,
even more than he owed,
yeah,
just to keep it there.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, he was smart.
Yeah.
And
You are
one
smart when
thing,
you use military
one
planes
thing,
with the dead.
you fuck
Come
yeah.
on,
But one thing Asian people are loyal,
they really are.
especially in
They really are.
business.
Yes, they are.
Yeah,
And you fuck them though. You're
yeah. Leave them the fuck alone. What did I want to say? Fuck, I can't remember now. I know I'm hungry than two fat bitches on a slim fast diet, and that's pretty hungry.
I think I've heard that. Not that way, but I think. Oh shit! I gotta fucking stop recording this shit. All right, guys. Hey, listen. We'll be back. We're gonna eat. Fuck it. Don't die. Stay alive.
I'll go.
Fuck you.
Not you with nothing to do.
I can't. Oh my god! How much is that?
The fuck?
All right, guys. You guys got free shit.